Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome podcast.
Episode 25.
25, or a quarter of a century old.
Oh my god.
This is almost officially our longest running podcast.
It might be
In the Middle Ages, we would be like 80.
it
No.
might be our longest consistently running podcast. Like I don't think we've had 25 episodes every week in a podcast.
No.
So far.
No, I don't think
But in 3 more episodes, it'll tie with Around the Campfire, and then after that, it'll officially surpass Around the Campfire.
Yeah, but I mean, me and Gore also have a fucking longer running podcast. So eat shit, David.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Yeah, eat shit. I want to see him eat it.
We did 50 on that podcast too. So
Hey,
grow up, nerd.
hey, eat my ass.
No.
Eat it out.
No.
Oh, welcome to the podcast. Yeah, episode 25, Blue Rupees. This is our.
That's why I
video
can't
game
show
podcast.
this podcast to my coworkers.
Welcome to Not Another
Sure you
Game
can.
podcast.
Not another game podcast. That should have been this one too. We should have like that's how we should. Not another TV podcast.
Music
That's our
podcast.
brand. Not another industries.
Not another industry.
Not
Yeah.
Another podcast. That's our brand.
Yeah. So this is our video game podcast. Goes up every Thursday.
Thursday.
Thursday. Welcome to
yeah.
Thursday.
Thursday.
Because we like to tease you for the weekend. You know,
Yeah.
like you ready for the weekend? Bam.
Yeah. You see this podcast
Yeah.
go up, and you're like, hell yeah.
This the official beginning of the weekend is here.
Welcome.
Welcome,
Uh,
shitlords.
We do news, do some trivia, talk about
Yeah,
other
we
shit.
dudes.
Yeah, that too.
Hell yeah. I'm about to get fucking crazy over here.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. I'm wet and ready. I just took a shower. That's fine.
Well, at least you shower.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, bro. Yo, let's get risque in this podcast.
Do it.
Oh, balls.
Who likes eating butt? I
You're a
see
nasty
that.
All right. Let's just jump into it. Hey, what have you been playing this week?
I've been playing a bit more of Destiny. I was gonna, once I finished through with my first playthrough, I was gonna stop, but I realized it goes quick after the first playthrough because you keep all the cards you unlocked already. So I'm just gonna 100% the game. I've been playing more Astral Chain. That game really is. It's
Fun.
not bad.
Oh, he's gonna say something bad.
Oh.
Oh no, you're saying something that people won't agree with.
It's
Don't
not.
worry,
a bad
nobody
game.
listens to this anyway, so don't worry about it.
Fair. But no, it's not a bad game. For a platinum game, the controls are very stiff. It takes a little bit of getting used to. And co-op really is something that feels like kind of an afterthought in the game.
Yeah.
Just because it's
It looks
so
like it.
bizarre playing the game, having half of my controller, and being like, oh, hey, buddy, I want to like look this direction. Can you please turn the camera so I can actually see what's over there? Thank you. All right, we got to use the investigation mode. Can you go ahead and hit that button on that half of the controller?
I'm
Thank
surprised
you.
They don't let you change that.
Yeah, I don't get why you can't just have 2 controllers and just call it a day there, but yeah, no, it's literally you play with the 2 Joy-Cons, you hand one to your buddy, and you fucking go from there. It's allowed for some neat combo variation, just because you can kind of in sync kind of work together on, I'll go ahead and start a combo chain with my fucking baton, and then my buddy will go ahead and swing wildly with the little summon legion there, and it creates for a lot of interesting dynamics. Also makes using the tie-up attack kind of useful because you don't have to sit, stop, fucking use the other side of the controller and kind of move it around. You just have a buddy that's just doing it for you. But all in all, it's not a great game. It's not to the standard gameplay wise that I expect from Platinum. Visually phenomenal, soundtrack fantastic, but gameplay definitely needs a bit more of a room. Definitely has room for improvement. Then the last game I've been playing is, because we're doing it for the end of the month, I've been playing through Undertale. So far, I definitely get why it's gotten the following it has.
Give it a little bit of time.
I hate it.
I think from the beginning it starts off like you think, oh, it's just a cute little like Earthbound style game. Once you start getting into it, and especially when it starts like ramping up and you start to see why it is what it is, then it gets pretty cool.
Because I think I'm just about done snowed in, based on just kind of like how long I've been in there.
So far, like, is it so far just a cute, quirky little game?
Yeah.
Okay, give it time.
All right.
Give it time.
It
It's a lot of fun, and it's cool. And that's how I felt too. I was like, oh, this is a cute game. I can see why people would think this is fun. Then you start to see like it starts to flip shit, and you're like, oh.
Oh.
But yeah, that's all I've been playing.
Cool.
Cool.
Gore.
My turn. All right. Well, I've been playing Gears 5, but we'll probably talk about that. I'm assuming when you start talking.
Yeah, we'll talk. We'll get into that.
When you start moving your lips. So I'll talk about another game I was playing. I played a game that came out last week. I finished it, but it's a game that it requires multiple playthroughs to really get the full story, and that's a game called Headliner on Switch.
Yeah, I saw you on that, and I actually got a code for it like literally right after that too. So I'll check it out next week.
I got it probably from the same place. It's really good. It's a game all about you're a headliner for a news corporation, and you're just like figuring out all the headlines you want to post. So if you want to talk about like a new drug that's going around, and you want to talk about immigration or whatever, you have a little section of a city, and you walk back and forth from your apartment to the News Corp, and whatever you choose changes what happens in that little section. I mean, it changes the entire city, but that's all you see is this little section from when you're going to your apartment to the News Corp. And it changes the whole story around from whatever you pick. So you can make it so that a revolution starts. You can make it so that the government is way more strict, and there's just like cops everywhere. It's pretty cool. Of course, it's a small title, so you're not going to see, like I said, you're not going to see the scope of what they want you to see. So you're not going to see when you see a revolution, you're really just going to see right on one street, and you're going to see a couple people throw some Molotovs. That's about it.
So now, does it actually have a central story, or is it just like the quirk is? Oh,
you are story? The central story is just in the beginning. It already has a backstory. So there's like a guy running for senator, I think, or what was it? I forgot what he was doing. There's one guy that's like everybody wants him to be, I think, prime minister. I think this because it's like set in a different like kind of alternate universe where there's like a couple different countries that are just completely made up. And I think someone's trying to run for prime minister, I believe. I forgot what they call it. I think it's prime minister. And there's no real story, but you already know that in the beginning. There's a guy trying to run for prime minister. You can decide if you want to go after him, which could make it so that he does or he doesn't get in, or something else could happen. But for the most part, there's no real story going into it. The whole premise is you're just a new headliner. You have 2 weeks, so 14 days, to change the course of this country or wherever. I think it's a country. I don't know.
It seems kind of like a neat concept.
It's pretty good. And there's other characters you can talk to. You have a brother character you can talk to, and you have a coworker and your boss. And there's like a shop owner. There's no like I don't know. There's no huge like gameplay mechanic. I mean, the whole headliner thing is literally just like you look at 5 things, you decline like. Sometimes you have to accept 2 or 3, or sometimes you can accept as many as you want. But the whole gameplay mechanic is just you do that and then see what happens. So it's like a
okay.
What would you compare that to? You make a couple of choices and then you see what happens. What would that be like?
Coloring book.
Like a coloring book. It's not. I wouldn't even call it.
It's almost kind of like a visual novel with even less going on.
But
no, it's like it's like one of those visual novel, not visual novels.
Like the Choose Your Own Adventure?
Yeah, Choose Your Own Adventure. That's exactly what it is. Like one of those books where it's like, all right, you should pick this, so go fucking page 82, all right? You're dead. Oh, well, fuck. That sucks. But there's a lot of different, like, options. Like, from what I heard, like, what I got, like, one of the worst endings possible. And I was kind of leaning towards that anyway, because I wanted to see shit go crazy. And it goes crazy. It's, again, a low budget, but it goes nuts. But what I really liked is that, like, from what I heard, the best ending is like I saw a little clip of it on YouTube. I'm like, God, everything looks so much different, and like characters are completely different in that playthrough. So I'm like, that's actually seems like a lot of replayability in this. And it takes me about 2 hours, I would say, to finish it the first time. So for I think it's $13. If you can stick with it, I could see that being like if you really want to see all the endings, I could see that being like at least a 10-hour game. And it's fun just seeing the differences. And the characters are likable. There's just the few characters you see. They're likable. Bad things can happen, some of them, because you chose the wrong shit to post.
Shitpost.
I like that. Yeah. So like it's definitely not a Telltale game. That's why I didn't want to mention that, because Telltale is just like, yeah, you chose this. Don't worry about it. It'll work out. Like, all right.
Like I said, and that's kind of why I made the joke, because it is akin to a coloring book where it's like,
Yeah.
everyone has the same outlines. It's just a matter of how it looks with the colors in the middle.
Yeah. I'll just say this: I chose wrong at one point, and someone got assassinated. So I was like, oh shit.
So you're behind.
That reminds me. That reminds me.
I was like, oops.
That reminds me of Papers, Please a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like, you know what? It feels like it's like Papers,
Does it
Please.
feel like Papers,
if you
Please
play
and
as
Democracy?
the actual. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. It feels like Papers, Please if you're on a different section of the same. I mean, that was set in Russia,
but
right?
you know the game Democracy, right?
No, never. No, I thought you meant actual Democracy.
No. There's a game called Democracy, and the one I always saw pop was Democracy 3, where it's like you literally go in and you can dictate everything, so you can hire the cost tier.
Okay.
Like it's like a web, so you can start like affecting everything like that.
Okay.
That's the game,
I
and
get
you
you.
can kind of see when revolts happen, and you can keep the
Yeah. So yeah, it's
like
definitely
that,
like
but
that.
Papers, Please with the more personal side of it.
Papers, Please, because it goes to pretty far places. Like Papers, Please gets fucked up at times, and here it's not sugarcoating it. I mean, it's not like it's not M-rated game, but you'll see when you see the graphics that unless there's gonna be like adult language, there's no way in hell it would even be rated. There's no boobies. I didn't find them. At least I didn't see them.
You lost them.
There is boobies in Papers, Please. I remember that, right?
Yeah, they got naked at some point. You have to scan them, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's right. I was just making shit up. That's right, you do.
Yeah, that's how I got fucked up.
And that said Russia, right? I can't remember exactly.
I think.
Because for some reason I remember some of the some of the passports saying like, I'm pretty sure it was in Russia, or it was just a made up country or continent or whatever. I don't remember. But this one's like a made up thing. It was good. It was good. I really liked it. Besides that, though,
Are you done playing it, or are you gonna play it a little more?
I'll try to do another playthrough, because mine got pretty bad, like to the point where characters I liked didn't make it.
Now you're like, what were you trying for that kind of?
At first I was, but then I saw like it really was like one of those games where like it makes you feel bad. It was like, ooh, and then I tried to kind of like swerve, and like I went with kind of like the whole revolution aspect, thinking like I hope it's not gonna end in like a horrible way. Like hopefully, like somehow, like it's a video game, like it'll end, everything will be okay. Everything wasn't okay.
I like the idea here. It's like, I'm gonna fuck. Oh.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
This game called me on it. It
Um,
was good though. I liked it. It's getting okay reviews. It's a $13 game. It's good for 2 hours for $13, and having an experience like that where I can be like, oh shit.
Would you be interested in like doing a sort of maybe section on the podcast or your own video? We talk about it all the time. I really want to see if we can actually solidify it, so where we go through all those games that we get and like actually do like some rapid fire stream or something of them, and just.
Okay, I mean,
we got a lot of
this game is definitely not a game.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, or not even rapid fire, but like something that we can play like that. Because we get a lot of those games, and we can cover more of them and do the hashtags and everything like we need to.
Yeah, I've been wanting to do a series. Yeah, they always want you to do like weird shit for. I don't know if we're saying the site. I guess we're not saying it.
No, we're not saying it, but it's like they want you to.
Everybody knows.
You get the game. You get the games, and essentially you had to get approved for it. And because I had a Final Smash before, and then Gord did a bunch of reviews and stuff on his, we were able to get in there. And they ask you to like cover more stuff, and you have to physically request the games, but a lot of times the games don't come out amazing, and I don't necessarily want to just like ask for a game and harp on it. Not necessarily like it's not like I want to be always positive and only give the good stuff out, but it's more like I don't like spending time on things that I don't like.
Right.
So if I don't like the game, it's more
I
like
do.
I like the idea that if I'm out there recommending a game to you, you know that means something, as opposed to if it's just me saying, hey, this game's cool, that game's cool, this game's cool, that game's cool. It's like, well, at some point, what game is actually worth my time?
Mm.
I love a good bad game. I don't mean good as in like good bad. I mean just like
Well,
straight
yeah,
up a
there's
really bad
yeah.
game that I would consider it to be like good, like Rogue Warrior. Rogue
Yeah.
Warrior is a classic. Rogue Warrior I could play any day. Go check it out. It has the best end credit song ever.
All right. Anything else?
Gears 5, but we'll talk about it when you talk about it because we've been
Right.
playing. Oh, actually, did I play something? No, that's it. I feel like I played something else. I really do feel like I did, but no.
Cool. So before we get into Gears 5, because we'll talk into Gears 5 for a little bit, been playing more Smash still, getting into Banjo-Kazooie some more.
Are you happy?
I am. Yeah,
He's pissed.
I'm trying. He's a little less like Mega Man than I thought he would, because I didn't think his one where he uses Kazooie like a fucking gun. I thought that'd be a little more useful, but it doesn't really work out for me, or I don't really like that move too much. But I'm not as good with Banjo as I was hoping, but I've been polishing up more and figuring it out. It's a lot more. I was thinking it was gonna be a lot easier for me than it actually was, but I'm picking it up more. But I've been going to more tournaments lately. I'm trying. I want once to just make top 10 in my state and put Mega Man and Banjo together, and because I haven't done tournaments since for a couple years now, especially because me and Gore do is play Overwatch, and it's like I'd much rather just go home and say, hey, let's play Overwatch and fuck around for a couple hours and like go out to a tournament a lot of times. But every once in a while I go in, but it's a minimum of 5 tournaments you have to go to.
Yep.
And I've never placed lower than 5th place already, and I've already taken out a couple of the top 5 players. So it's like I'll be on there, and I want to put Banjo and Mega Man together, and I'm like, oh cool, I'm out, I'm done. Just get on there once. But that's been fun. So I've been doing that. I just started last night. I started the game because I was looking for. I hate when it gets like 9 o'clock at night. Well, for me, because I usually go to bed. Like I try to go to bed like around or slightly before midnight. But I hate when it's like a couple hours before bed and you want to start something new, but you can't start anything new because it's like I'm either gonna get like halfway through like a medium-sized game, or I'm gonna get like through the very beginning of like a pretty long game. I'm not gonna want to do that. So I'm just like scanning how long to beat through all my Switch games. Like what's the fucking shortest game I could just play right now to at least feel accomplished. So I started. I didn't beat because I ended up taking some time to do trivia, which we'll talk about here because there's a reason why I took some time to do it. But I ended up doing starting OSM, Old School Musical.
Mhm.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I played that.
Yeah, so it's a couple hours. So I got through the very beginning. I'll for sure bust through that by the time.
So it's a very weird game.
It's a very very weird game, but
and not even the gameplay. It's just fucking whole story.
Oh, yeah.
It's strange.
It is very weird. Big Mama.
Yeah, it's really dumb. It was so unfunny that it made me laugh. That's how unfunny. Like it's to the point where it's like really dumb.
It's stupidly
and not
dumb.
funny. It's so stupid.
I think Big Mama's pretty hilarious.
Yeah,
Big Mama just as an entity is just hilarious.
Reminds me of like the Ernest movies. Like none of them are good, but I love them. I love his stupid impressions any day. But yeah. I mean, that gameplay was. I remember that.
It's just a little rhythm game, nothing too crazy. You use some of the bumpers for some segments. You use the directional buttons for others. But it's short. So I'll play it for sure. I'll have it done by the time we start next podcast, which will feel nice that I can complete a game. But did that. Overwatch is the thing. But me and Gore started to play Gears 5.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm conflicted how I feel. Like. Not about the game. The game's great. I don't know why. I guess I just wish it didn't force you to play Jack as a co-op partner. You know.
No, it doesn't force me.
Oh, it doesn't. Oh, I thought it said you.
No, I was playing. I was just playing.
Oh,
Jack.
I thought you said need to play Jack. I was like, that's weird.
No. I mean, I need. I like. I need,
oh, you bet. I need to play Jack. Oh, I misheard you. Then. All I heard at the beginning was Gore's like, oh, I need to play Jack. And I was like, that's fucking weird. Why would it force you to play the fucking robot?
The reason why I really wanted to play.
It's a whole different game at that point.
Yeah, it's a whole different game, which is cool because I mean, Gears of War. Everybody talks about how it's getting stale because they had 5 other games besides this one where it's just the same shit over and over again. And I was like, but you didn't play as Jack, where you float above everybody and you don't really do anything. Not
They
gonna lie.
got some segments for just you though.
Yeah, I have to press the X button.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fun.
But then if you do co-op, like the scanning stuff is exclusively to Jack.
That's true. The 4 times that happens in the campaign, most likely you get to do that. I'm assuming. I don't know, but it happened twice so far, and we're halfway through. So I'm gonna say it probably happens 2 more times.
Right. So
yeah, are you talking about just the scanning ability, like where you can scan
no,
everybody?
no.
Or
When you were doing the whole
the
scan
side
of the
mission
continents,
stuff,
yeah. Or not continents, but the area.
Yeah, I mean that stuff's cool. No, don't get me wrong. I actually like playing as Jack because Jack. I feel like Jack would be way better as
if you could shoot.
No, yeah. Oh, if you got to pick up a gun, fucking start going at it. But no. I feel like he'd be better on a high difficulty because he would be the kind of guy that goes around. He's like, I call him a guy. He's my friend. He goes around and like picks up the guns. He's in stealth mode, so he can pick up guns, pick up ammo for you.
See, I don't know if I agree with that. Just because.
I think that's because now I'm just kind of. I run in there and just because we're playing on the normal difficulty, just normal, easy. I don't know what it's called, immediate.
Yeah.
But Jack isn't really. I mean, he's good at using his abilities whenever they're fucking the cooldown ends, but the abilities are so. I don't know. One of them is useful, the other one not really all the time. That it's just I don't know. And his little electric I don't know, zap shit. His little
Right.
what do we call it? Lock on. This little zapper, whatever. It doesn't do enough damage. It is good at distracting people because I like if there's a big guy there, I can like start zapping him and he'll start looking at me and I can kind of dive around because I'm floating, so he'll miss me and everybody else can start shooting. But I feel like when it comes to the scavenger aspect, it's not really useful when you're playing on easy or normal. I feel like it would be much easier. I mean, a much more useful thing on harder because it'll take longer to defeat most of the enemies. So you're going to run out of ammo quicker, and I can go get the ammo for you. Is all I really meant. I feel like Jack would be more useful in harder difficulties because you get to use both his things, his offense and I guess defensive stuff. Where now I'm barely using the defensive stuff, you know. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, you want a gun? I'm just to fuck with you because I know you don't need ammo. I'm just like dangling.
No, I get that, but the thing is, I feel like he'd be one of those annoying AIs that would die a lot, as you said in that one mission, especially.
Sure, but that's why I'm saying like a harder difficulty. It would be better if he was just in stealth mode, because in stealth mode they can shoot at you, but they don't see you. So if I'm just going there getting guns and fucking throwing them at you, and I'm stealthing, collecting guns and stuff.
I get you, but I don't know.
If you guys die, then if I die, that sucks too. But I can move around quicker. So, and also Jack can kill himself too, just like everybody else can too. But Jack has I think a quicker one. The only reason why I died that one time is because they blew me up. So.
We're playing once, and Chris just goes, "I blew up," and then 2 seconds later, it just
says,
because mission ended, Jack blew up.
Because the fucking stupid ass little grunt guys, whatever they're called. Newbies or something like that. What are they called? Are they called newbies? They call them
something like that.
Yeah. They had like the grenades on them, so I fucking got knocked down, and then another one just came up and just fucking blew up on top of me, and it just killed me instantly. I was like, all right, well, I didn't even have enough time to press the A button and get up. Whatever.
No, but like the game itself is actually really fun. It looks fucking gorgeous. It looks incredible.
It does. There's that one tweet. Have you seen that one tweet that's been going around?
Which one?
It's like some Xbox fanboys just talking about like this game looks better than any PS4 game out there, and I was just like,
everyone's in it.
Yeah.
God of War.
Obviously.
Gears of War.
Gears of War.
War. Yeah, I do like how
the next God of War game.
It's technically not GOW anymore, but I do like how the idea that the ending consoles GOW just crashed at each other for best looking. They both look incredible. So far I'm not super invested in the story. We're not at a part where I'm like, oh, the story is really good. I'm interested, but I'm not like into it like I would be like a lot of other games I think at this point.
Yeah.
So we did that. And first level is standard Gears affair, just standard corridors, do all that stuff, everything exploding. Second level is where they started. You could tell in development they're like, all right, let's just fucking flip shit for a second. So it is a snowy environment. It's like all bright.
Yep.
It's
a snowy environment. You have a thing where you can that looks kind of like a boat, where you move around and do side missions in a big open snowy area. Yeah, which doesn't sound like another game at all that has GOW.
But yeah, so it opens up and it's an open world. So but open world's like
very
so far it's open world. But I mean, it's literally like there's a couple sections on each corner, and that's how God of War is too, where it's a couple sections of the corner.
It's what would they call that? Like a semi-open world? What they call it?
I don't know, but if I can call it, that's what I call it.
They also consider the Lara Croft, the new Tomb Raider games, the same. I forgot what they call it, like semi-open world, something like that, where it's just like a hub world, pretty much. Where there's some side stuff here, but it's not going to be like Grand Theft Auto or anything like that. So or Red Dead or whatever. It's like go here, go there, go there. It's just big. Fuck it. It looks nice, and I heard the third act has the same thing, has an open world place too. So
Chris and I are trying to beat it together. It's been hard to line up our schedules though, so.
Yeah. If you go ahead, that's fine. I'm playing it differently anyway, so I wouldn't even mind playing it myself and then going back anyway, playing as Jack. Because when I'm playing by myself, I'm playing as Cat or Kate. Is it Kate or Cat?
Kate.
Kate.
Now you threw me off.
I think it was Cat. I'm pretty sure it's Cat. It's Cat. Because Cat is also from Halo Reach, and she's in the game too. Not in the story, but she's in the multiplayer, which is confusing. But whatever. Too many cats in Xbox games. But yeah, it's good. It is really good, and it looks great.
But we've been trying to play, so we both played the first act. Second act is long as fuck.
Yeah.
It's not even the second act. Chapter 4 itself, the last chapter of Act 2, is like as long as the first act. We both played that solo, but then we met up right at the very end to finish that chapter off. Yep. I hope we'll have it done by next week. I'm pretty sure I have the weekend off. Yeah. I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, we can get it done.
Lock it off this next week and talk more about it.
Yeah.
But I'm excited. Like it's a lot of fun. I think all the Gears of War campaigns are fun. I don't necessarily care too much about the story. Granted, the story, I think there's a lot of lore behind it, which is the cool part. Is like if you start delving super deep into Gears of War lore, that's why the story is so actually cool.
Yeah. Everybody thinks Gears of War is just like a bunch of bros, and I guess the gameplay, when it comes right down to it, it sounds like a bunch of bros killing shit. I was gonna say
the first game kind of was, but
yeah, but there was still a lot of lore.
Sure. I mean, everything has lore. But the problem with is the tonal issue with the first two. They fixed it up a lot in 3. The second one for sure. The number one thing we make fun of a lot is that in the second one, spoilers if you play Gears of War. So the big thing that happens is Dom's wife dies. Yeah. And that's the whole thing. You're trying to lead up is trying to find her wife, and it's Dom just Maria, just do this and that, and they have a scene. And the cutscene was actually like it was really a great cutscene.
Really good.
Like that's the thing. That's the thing that sucks is that those two games, I think they have pretty good cutscenes. Like especially they look really good. They're so well done. And that whole cutscene, it's like I'm not like fucking like Last of Us or Walking Dead, but it's a really good cutscene. And then literally it's like I don't know why. Right afterwards, the developers didn't ship that so that, because you would think a game where all the people are like,
make it so that the dialogue,
where they're just yelling obscenities when
they're just yelling.
You would think they would program something to be like, all right, let's just have them stay quiet or not say that much when they're going through this next section. But literally, as soon as that cutscene's over, you're just chainsawing like, fuck you or shit,
revive me.
It
sounds like hell yeah.
Yeah, it's straight up just yelling shit again, and it's like, oh man, you guys just killed that moment. Like I don't give a fuck about that moment anymore. But three fix it up. 3 fix it up for sure.
Yeah. There's a big thing that happens in 3. Yeah. And right after that, they're fucking saying shit.
Yeah. 3. There's a fucking incredible moment. I think really solidified the series as being like, all right, we're good to go. This is a pretty good franchise now. But yeah, it's incredible cutscene. I want to go back and look at it too because it's so well done. But yeah, we'll talk.
Which sucked.
What's up?
And then they released Judgment, which sucked.
Yeah, I remember Judgment had free.
Literally, Judgment had not a single moment in it, and I'm talking about like not even good moments. There was no moments. There was like no story in that game, and like because there was like leading up like, oh, you get to play as Baird. He's gonna say funny shit because Baird's funny. He doesn't say a goddamn single thing in that game.
I didn't finish that.
I got all the way to the last 3 chapters of the last act, I think, because I think there's like 4
I'm gonna go through and play the franchise someday again, just because I want to go through the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War on Xbox One.
Judgment tried to do that thing where they had
funny?
the whole what's it called, the tower defense thing, which I think they put into Gears of War 4, right? Didn't they put that in there?
In the Horde mode?
Yeah.
Oh no, they did that thing in the regular too. Yeah. But you know
Well,
what's
they
funny?
put it in the story. Man.
I love that both GOWs had that weird fourth game that no one really
Yeah,
cared
and it
about.
came out the same year too.
Yeah.
They're both side games that both sucked. I think I'm not even lying. I think they came out the same month of the same year. I think it was like March. It's either that or they came out like
I think April
really,
or March maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe February.
I'm gonna look it up really quick.
But like in the span of 1 month, both of those games
and both them, and everyone forgot about them too.
Yeah, Ascension I would say is better. That's the God of War one. That was better because it was
really
just God of War. It was just God of War. That's all it was. Gears of War tried to do some shit with the stupid ass the tower defense stuff, which it was fine, but I didn't want that in my story mode. That's good for multiplayer. Not story mode. It's like when BioShock 2 tried to do that shit. I was like, don't put your fucking tower defense shit in here. I don't care about this. What are you doing?
Oh shit! Yeah, you're right. They came out a week apart.
Yeah, there you go. I remember that because I was like, both of these games aren't doing it for me. It was like there's like 6 out of 10 straight up. I think God of War Ascension is better though. So there you go. I'm an Xbox fanboy, but I'll admit the Sony game's better. Just don't. And it was the people that Can Fly guys, right? That made a Judgment.
Yes. That's
upsetting. They made Bulletstorm, and then they did Gears of War, and what are they doing now? I don't even know. How is it doing? They announced a some open like survival game or some shit, right? Yeah, Outsiders.
They just did recently too.
Yeah, Outsiders, I think it was called or something like that. It didn't impress me. The monster designs I remember impressed me, but anyway, Gears of War 5. I'm sorry, Gears 5. It's like Fast and Furious. You have to get the names right.
Outriders.
Outriders. There you go. Gears of War 5 is good. I haven't played the competitive multiplayer yet, to be fair, or the Horde mode.
Yeah, I really want to. I heard it's pretty good, but also Gears 5 it has some glitches.
Some issues. Oh yeah. So it's not even like glitches that are the problem. It's just the connectivity issues.
Why does Gears always have Gears 2 was fucked up at launch? Remember that?
I mean, I didn't play it at launch, so no. Because Gears 1 I wasn't like the hugest fan of when it first came out, so I was like, I'm gonna wait on Gears of War 2.
Dude, no, Gears 2 was
I didn't even play the multiplayer.
So really. Yeah, no, the connection was absolute ass at launch. The smoke grenades would knock you down, which is fucking dumb because you always start with those. So then there's people throw them and then everyone fall down. And then if you don't remember, the falling down in Gears 2 was painful as fuck because it was.
Alright. Yeah.
Oh,
okay, I get you.
But they fixed it up. They cleaned it up.
Okay.
Yeah, they took that away. Yeah, so it.
I thought you said it knocked you down. It would be like an animation where you just like fall and get back up.
Yeah.
You talking about when they're on
forever. Like they were getting.
Yeah, you're talking about when they're on the ground crawling, right?
No. Like it knocked them down, but it was like those dumb game or those mechanics where it just takes away control from you for a second, you know.
So
it was like, but it was like dumb, like epic free fall.
Okay.
The Unreal Engine free fall.
I don't remember the free fall.
When they fall a collapse. Like, you know when you get killed in Gears of War, how your body just crumbles like that?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, so they did that, and then they would they stun there for a second, and they get back up. It was a while of fucking stun.
I don't know why I'm just not remembering any animations where you fall like that in Gears.
Just thinking when someone dies and you see how they.
I'm sure it happens. I just don't. I can't even think of an animation of somebody falling down unless they're like getting downed. You know. That's the only time I can remember ever seeing someone go down the ground, unless they're dead too. Either that, being downed or dead. Downed or dead. That's gonna be the name of my book.
Downed or dead.
All right.
Downed or dead. Downed and dead.
So we got that.
Down for dead.
Gears 5. Go fucking play it, you losers. Sorry.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. He said it. I just said you're a loser. Loser Club. It Chapter 2 out now. Our official sponsor.
No, God.
No, don't say that. It's our official sponsor. Go see it. Go watch it 5 times in a row.
What I do want to propose beforehand. Actually, I'll tell our topic of the podcast when we're done with what you buy.
All
right. So.
What you buy?
What'd you buy, David?
What are you buying? I got a bunch of digital shit. So let me go ahead and pull up my list here.
Always with the digital. I thought this guy was physical.
It's because I get a lot of Humble bundles, and so that's all digital Steam stuff. So I got State of Mind, Mother Gunship, Guacamelee 2, God's Trigger, Distance, and Battletech.
Okay. I've heard about half of those.
Mother Gunship is
I heard that one.
fantastic. Yeah, that's absolutely fantastic. I haven't played Guacamelee 2 yet, but based on what I know of the first game, I'm probably going to like it because I'm a sucker for a good beat 'em up. Battletech is a game I've been super fucking excited for. I held off at buying it at release just to kind of make sure the reviews for it look good. And because I'm a sucker for giant robots, I'm a sucker for strategy RPGs, and it is just pure fucking blissful strategy RPG giant robot action, and I can't wait to just go ahead and take some time off work when I'm allowed to again and just really just sit and spend like a few days just playing that game straight through. I cannot fucking wait.
Are you getting Daemon X Machina?
Yep, that is already shipped and
Yeah.
is on its way to my house.
I figured that'd be something you'd really
It has a solid 70 on Metacritic right now.
Yeah,
I don't give a
but
fuck what
looking,
Metacritic
looking
says.
looking through it, it looks like those games where it's like it's fucking awesome for the fans, and it's like
It's-
okay, it's not gonna
fans
win
of
you.
what?
It's not the fans of that genre of like the mech stuff.
I was
What,
gonna say
they're
it looks like
terrible games?
it looks like Armored Core with a hyper stylized graphics. Fuck yeah, I'm down for that. Anything
that's
resembling
interesting.
Armored Core. I'm
That's
down
true.
for.
Armored Core usually gets 6s, so I mean, if you like those,
it's not gonna win you over if you're like brand new to it, but it looks cool. Anything else, David?
I'm not getting it.
Nope, that's all I got.
Gore, what'd you get?
Some games. You want to see them?
Yeah,
No.
show me.
All right.
Show me.
Trash.
Okay, hey,
Put them on the trash.
Throw it in the
no,
trash.
I'm not putting. I'm putting you in the trash.
Oh, you're
Oh,
banned.
oh, you're done. Just don't ever talk again. All right.
You're
I got
You get
something I
a bottle
ordered.
of milk.
I'm sorry, I talked over you. Say again.
I said I'd be surprised if you could lift a bottle of milk.
I can lift a bottle of milk. Well, first of all, they come in cartons. Or
No,
not
you
that's
get
in
bottle.
a
Canada.
store.
I get like a nice glass bottle of milk from the store. That's like old school. They would deliver it to you, right? David, you're old enough for that to happen, right?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
it's also a
Back in
name
the
that has,
60s?
like, glass milk everywhere.
Oh, hell yeah! I wish that happened. I wouldn't trust them though. Be like, where'd you do this milk? Gee,
Do you guys have red hot dogs in New York?
red hot dogs?
Yeah.
I have
They
no
got
idea.
Red
What that.
Rocket.
Really?
I mean, yeah, we have dogs here too. No, but
Yeah, there really must just be a main thing then. Oh,
do you wait? Oh, is it just red hot dog, like literally red hot dogs?
It's got like an entirely different texture to it and everything.
Okay, I thought you said red hot dogs like it's a fucking like company or something, like a food place or something.
No, it's
That wouldn't be the weirdest name I heard of a food place
not
over here.
red, but it has like a snap to the skin. It's
Oh,
I guess
I get you.
the main thing.
I get you.
I
It's a
know
main
what
thing.
else is in the gore box now.
Oh, no, put a hot dog
when
in
I
there.
went to
Main thing.
when I went to see David last year, all I ate out there was poutine, which was great because it was like I was really upset that I didn't get to go to Montreal.
Oh yeah, you
No,
ate
the
some
girl-
poutang.
Yeah, but
Oh yeah.
I think three out of 3 meals were all poutine out there.
Wow.
Yeah,
It's a main thing.
peanut truck.
well, no,
We had-
it's a Canada thing, but they had a festival
Oh,
going
well,
on.
it's
and
also a main thing.
It happened to be like at the festival that we just went to that day that happened to go on, and there was a
Well-
poutine cart, and then when we got there, the person he was with was cooking poutine, and then we went to breakfast the day afterwards, and they also had poutine there. I was like, hell yeah!
Oh, yeah.
Poutine everywhere.
Yeah.
If only there was pizza everywhere.
Did you ever-
New
I don't
York,
remember.
brother.
Place.
Oh,
Yeah, we don't got poutine here, but you got pizza.
And you also got to try Moxie while you were here. Which you had the most boring reaction to it I've ever seen.
the drink?
Moxie?
Soda?
Yeah.
No, it was good, but I mean, I'm also
That's why it was the most boring reaction. Yeah, that's
well,
good.
Well, no,
okay.
Moxie is one of those things that if you're normally, generally speaking, if you're not from the New England area, it gets a very weird reaction because it has a very bitter and medicinal aftertaste to it that takes a lot of people normally a while
it
to get
tastes like an
used to.
energy drink. It tastes like Red
Kind
Bull.
of.
Red Bull
Yeah,
has like the
kinda.
taste of
Oh,
like.
you thought I was
cough
gonna
syrup.
like hate it?
Yeah.
You thought you were gonna drink it, you'd be
Oh,
like,
okay.
"Oh my god, I'm going home." You just drive home.
It's
you
almost
ruined
like
his trip. That would have been shitty.
the flavor profile of Moxie is kind of like if you mix like ginger ale with cough syrup and a potato.
And a potato.
See, the easiest way I can think to describe it.
You can't drink a potato though.
Challenge accepted.
And I like how he thought I'd hate it. Then afterwards he saw, oh, he kind of likes it, so he got me a 12 pack before I left.
Here you go, man.
No, I mean,
you know why
I was also like,
why he got that for you? It's
why?
because it was probably in his basement or something. he hated it, so he just gave it to your ass.
No, the only time I drink Moxie,
Moxie,
is there's a particular mixed drink I like called a Burnt Trailer Park, and it's coffee
That
brandy
sounds
with Moxie.
That sounds tasty. A burnt trailer park.
No, also my hydration on that whole trip consisted of energy drinks. So
Yeah.
I was on the road for fucking way too long.
You shorten your length expectancy by like
That
at least 10%.
That trip cut about 5 or 10 years off my life.
Yeah.
It was straight up
Yeah.
like I don't know if you ever saw, but I had bags like literal refrigerator bags where you can like close it and it'll stay cold in there. I had
Right.
literally like 2 bags filled with just soda, energy drinks, and like Arizona iced teas. I was fucking just downing. I'm like, all right, 6 more hours driving today. Woo!
God damn.
Yeah.
Hey,
Oh yeah, what'd you buy,
I-
Corey?
oh, what did I buy? No, go ahead.
No, I was
That's
gonna say
like
is I also did like when I was in New York City that our friend, the one that took me out there, I told him specifically as soon as we're riding out there, I was like, hey, I'm gonna stop by every pizza place I see and get a slice. He's like, oh, okay. And then he started getting upset because literally every time in New York City I saw a pizza place, I'm like,
You'll be
"What?"
stopping.
And
How
he's
come-
like,
wait, he didn't tell you that you'll be stopping every fucking block?
he thought I was kidding.
Oh, he thought he
And
was
then I was like, no.
You don't know me well, asshole.
like, ooh, it's like
Yeah.
it's like a Family Guy.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we meet up because
Piece of candy.
I told Chris that I didn't know that Philly was a 2-hour bus ride from New York City, and it's round trip. It costs $26.
I've never been to Philly actually.
Yeah. Well, you want to go to Philly? Fuck it. But
I don't
You guys
really
planning a
I never wanted to. That's mainly why I never went.
I would have told you.
Guys, I don't like going to the city.
If you really wanted
Bunch
to,
of
I would
fucking
have
assholes
told, I
over
would have
there.
told you to do it to get the Overwatch finals because that's gonna be fun. But
Yeah. What, in
26.
Philly?
Huh?
It's in Philly
Yeah,
or
it's
New York
Philly.
City?
And I'm gonna be there from Thursday to Monday, so I have extra time. I think finals are only Sunday too, so I have extra time in the city. So I'm like, oh, I'll spend a day in New York City again. And I told Chris because it's only $26 round trip on the bus. Do something out there. That'd be fun. Go to Nintendo World Store again, buy some more shit.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All
Yeah,
right.
I didn't go there last time, so
No, that was the time they had Smash there too.
I wanted to go too.
I got
I
so
had something to do.
fucking
though.
upset because it was a 4-player free for all we had to do, right? And I was like, all right. And it was me, our friend, and two friends that showed up there. One of them super annoying, and then you'll see why. We went to pick a game, and he wanted. And I'm competitive in Smash, so like as the joke goes, there's not that many stages that I'm normally picked from. But I mean, also the stages that I usually pick are the ones that everyone universally likes. So immediately he wants to play. He goes, "Let's play on Tortimer Island," and all of us are like, "No, no,
Can we not?
I remember.
absolutely not." And then he goes, "Saffron City," and they're like, "Oh, he's one of these kids." Oh,
Oh, okay.
I guess whatever. And then no one
That's-
responded. And we're like, I don't want to be the asshole like, Battlefield. I was like,
Yeah.
whatever. And sure enough, he picked Pikachu, and that is still today Mega Man's worst matchup. So at the end, it was between me and him. It was like the last hit, and I heard that was when I didn't know what Mega Man was doing. I heard his Fair killed, and Fair in Smash 4 fucking sucked ass. Literally, the one move I ever wanted buff was Fair. And I heard from someone saying, "Hey, Fair kills now." So literally the last like 30 seconds of me just trying to Fair Pikachu, but he kept running around everywhere. And then he got the kill on me. I was trying to learn how to parry too. He got the kill on me. Then after we're done, he goes, "Yeah, undefeated in Smash." I'm like, oh,
Fuck.
oh,
Kid,
if I
you
knew
actually
that,
want to
if I knew that, I would have fucking said Final Destination. Fuck you. Undefeated in Smash.
I would have grabbed his fucking face. and
Me and our friend were just like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh my, not that
Oh
friend, but if
my
he was there,
God.
he was there. Oh my.
I know,
God.
not that friend.
I know.
Oh my
We
god.
know who we're talking about, but yeah, if he was another
Yeah.
friend of ours, it would have been, oh my God.
Oh my
He's
god.
playing Pikachu. All right, but yeah, Gore, what are you playing?
All right, we're buying.
What are you buying?
well, I ordered this like 4 months ago from Limited Run, and it finally showed up because they take a fucking long time nowadays.
Yes,
Because
they
they have
do.
so many things.
Dude, I
I
got some
remember
of them
the
too.
early-
Yeah, I swear to God, I forgot I bought.
This I actually kind of forgot that I even got this version. and I'm actually surprised it's so small. I guess I shouldn't be. But I got the Oddworld New and Tasty PS3.
That's cool.
Because I have Oddworld New and Tasty on PS4 and PS Vita, so I was like, fuck, I have to get the PS3 one, and this is the collector's edition. Here you go. Here's a little joke for you.
This, you have turned the box upside down when... What?
Which... Gore, pull it back a little bit.
Which is something... Which is in direct violation of the instructions. All right, got it. Oh, fuck you, David. I get a point.
Little joke. There you go. He gets a point. Put it on the board.
Put it on the board. Adrian gets a point.
Adrian's on the board now. All right. That was funny. But anyway, I also got another limited run game. I didn't actually order this one. I bought it off OfferUp. Someone was just selling it for $20, and I was like, okay. This is actually a game I wanted to play on digital, so now I have it physical. It's Bomb Chicken.
Bomb Chicken.
This is from the guys that are making the new Shovel Knight. The Dig, I think it's called Shovel Knight Dig It or Dig or something.
Dig.
Can you dig it? I don't know.
Shovel Knight Holes. Like, they should have called it that.
Huh?
Shovel Knight Holes.
Holes. Digging up holes. I've just picked this up today. I have yet to even. I took the plastic off. I haven't even put it in my Xbox yet, but I got Greedfall.
I was keeping an eye on that. That looks pretty interesting.
Yeah, it's been getting good reviews. I like spiders a lot. They're a very charming studio. Like they've had like 12 people in their studio for like years, I think, and they've been making games that seem like, I mean, they're buggy and a little dated, but considering how big their games are, it's actually very impressive. Because they made Technomancer, they made Bound by Flame, all of them are pretty big.
Oh,
RPGs.
it's the Technomancers guys. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that game, I never actually played Technomancer. I played a little bit of it, but I didn't get too far in. But Bound by Flame, I really liked it. They made a game called Mars Warlogs. That was like the first game I played of theirs. And I was like, this is good. I like this. I like this. And,
I like it.
It was only $50 too. And I heard it's like a 50-hour game. So it's $10 every... I mean, that's $10 per 10 hours. That's pretty good. Good value. Too long, though. All right. Well, I was at GameStop today. They had a 3 for $25 for anything $14.99 or less, I think. And I just looked at the DS games, and I saw like 3 I wanted, so fuck it. I was like, might as well. I got The Wizard of Oz. Yeah, Bomb Chicken. I got Greedfall on DS. No, The Wizard of Oz, which is actually like a $20 game. So I was like, fuck it.
Yeah,
it's an RPG based on The Wizard of Oz, and I heard it's actually pretty good.
Are you gonna play it then flip it?
I might try it. I'm actually interested. I looked it up. I was like, what? It had like a 78 on Metacritic. I was like, what the fuck?
Nice.
I was like, all right. Metal Slug 7. I'll keep. And Custom Robo Arena, which I have on GameCube, so I'll probably keep those and collect and complete them in the future. And they also had this in there, and because they have like a DS like little kiosk or whatever. And I knew immediately this was worth way more than $3. I didn't know it was gonna be like a $30, $40 game online, but it's called Blades of Thunder 2. Yeah.
Fucking great game.
Yeah, they had it for $2.99 there. I was like, what the fuck?
No shit.
Because they have a bunch of games, like if you look online and you check like certain games that are like worth $30, $40, they'll have them for like $10 or less, but they'll never be in stock. And they'll never have it in store because obviously people bought them already. But that one, I guess, showed up recently. So I was like, all right, I have to get that. I knew it was worth more than $3. I didn't know it would be like a $30, $40 game, though. So I think, one last thing. I got another thing from Wish. Because I ordered this like a month ago. So this one took the longest so far when it comes to all the shit I bought on Wish. And I think you're going to like this one, Adrian. Look at this.
Oh, nice. How much was that?
Well, it was, I think right now you can get it for $25, I think. But I had a 50% off. It was the same time I bought the Leon one. And this one took a long time to get here. So I only paid, I think after shipping, maybe like $17 for it. And besides the face looks fucked. I don't know if you can see.
It's covered by the mask, which is fine.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Everything else looks awesome. The wings look good.
You have to visit once a day.
Yeah, every day you have to visit at least once for 7 days.
Okay,
straight.
yeah, I'll do that.
You just have to click on it once.
I'll grab one. That looks good.
And that's the thing. You might not get a 50%. You can get 5% to 50%. And I was surprised I got 50% so quickly after I started going to Wish. I thought it'd be like one of those things that just never happens. and I got one. I was like, fuck it, let me get the stuff I wanted. And yeah, she looks pretty good. Yeah, I got the Reaper, got her. They had they don't have it on Wish, but I saw they had, I think, a Diva. Yeah, they have like a Diva. It's like a fake version of the Diva one that they released, but supposedly it's really good. And I think on eBay I saw that for like $50. And it looks really good too. I watched videos. I looked up videos of it, and it looked pretty good. But yeah, that's all I got.
Okay.
I think. Oh, I did get this too. Probably my favorite pin. Let me see if I can get it off here. I do want to show it. Yeah. My favorite pin. Decided to buy it. Can you read that?
No.
You can see what it is, right?
It's a blue shell, but I can't see what it
Yeah.
says.
You know what it says?
No.
Fuck you.
Is it? Oh, where'd you get it from?
Fuck you. It was just on Wish. I got it at the same time I got everything else. It was $2 after shipping, so it was $1.
That might be a stolen design. Maybe.
Oh.
I know an artist of mine that.
Well,
I know an artist I know is that
that might be that. I don't know, go ahead.
She'll make stuff like popular things where like a phrase like that kind of across it.
That's cool and all, but to be fair, she already stole the design from Nintendo, so.
Score, never paying artists.
I didn't know it was from an artist, so I just bought it because I saw it on Wish. I thought it was funny.
I'm gonna show this thing. I'm gonna show this thing off first because this thing is gonna be a hard thing to show, and I'm not taking it out, so I don't even know if you'll be able to see it. This I got from IM8-bit alongside Night, and yeah, I can show it later on. Was that Cuphead vinyl? This is a wood print Cuphead thing. I don't know if you could. You can see it.
But that's wood.
So it's a wood. It's a wooden print. This thing costs a lot of money, but these things are like way more. It's not like just paper. It's like painstakingly like the top. It's an intricate process that they have going on there. But it looks super fucking dope. Like the colors actually pop really good. But I'm leaving it in there until I get a frame for it, which will hopefully be soon because this is definitely the most expensive poster I have. I think.
Seems like it'd be fragile too.
It is. It's a wood block print.
Yeah. It's made out of thin wood, I would assume. Unless it's like thick as fuck, I didn't realize.
No. It's not. I was hoping it'd be one of those like thick ass wood blocks, you know?
Yeah, like it was like.
Yeah, but no, it's one of those. But the process behind it, I was trying to look into it. I was like, damn, that was a lot of money for that thing. But the process behind it's apparently like really, really intricate and like it's hard.
Yeah. Some would say, what's the point?
But then I'd say Cuphead.
Well, no, not what's the point of buying it. Just what's the point of even doing it?
Yeah.
But I guess people would buy.
We're gonna go into movies for a second. I got 2 movies. I got Matrix 4K and I got John Wick
3. Wait, hold on. Does it have a dent in
it? It does.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Oh shit!
It's shining a light, didn't it?
Yeah, I saw it. It's like below his mouth a little bit.
It's like right here. Whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at it like that though.
No, I'd be pissed.
You get a refund for that?
I'd rage. Well, they might do that thing where they say, "Well, you opened it, and you can't just say we fucking did it." They won't say that, but
yeah, I don't really care that much.
Yeah, they'll say like you already opened it or some shit.
I'm also a Best Buy Elite member though, so.
Yeah, Elite. Hey,
I'll see maybe.
Hey, asshole, I'm Elite.
I'll ask because I was gonna call about something else anyway.
Treat me like I'm your god.
Got that. I'm excited. Fucking John Wick Chapter 3. I didn't use the code yet too. I could tell them to send it back too. We'll see. Sure. Play your cards right, Best Buy.
Yeah, play your cards right. You might get the code back.
Yeah. So this is the thing I got from Limited Run. I forgot I ordered was Toe Jam Mineral.
Yeah.
Oh yep.
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet, but I'll probably open it soon.
I don't like how it says Limited Run on it though. That looks really sweet.
Oh yeah, because it can almost get away with it being just straight up just Genesis.
It's not even because it says Limited Run. It's because it's supposed to be Genesis, obviously, and it doesn't look like it's the same font.
No, they did multiple ones. There were other ones that they did.
Oh, okay, so
that one probably was like more like that, and they switched it up a little bit.
Yeah, like look, Genesis.
Yeah, I think that might have been the first run. Also, where the fuck did you get that?
I had this. I've had this for a couple years.
Damn, that's awesome.
Oh, you mean where did I get it from? Like,
yeah, where'd you get it from?
I was just here. It was just
Just
off the.
keeps them laying around.
Fucking buy it.
I bought it here. There's a shop right next to me.
No,
that's
but it
right.
is house.
Yeah.
His mom owned
there's
it.
a little
He was like,
troll
"Hey, mom."
There's a little troll here. No, I got it at a yard sale actually, like a couple years ago. I was surprised too because he was like, "Yeah, I got some games," and he brought them out, and it was a bunch of shitty games, and then that, and I was like, "I'll take that."
Two more things. Because
Right.
David mentioned it last time I did it while on the podcast. I got the Catherine.
Yeah.
It
They
worked
have
for,
it-
it
they
worked
have
for
it at
my
my,
TCU. So
Oh, nice. They have it at my GameStop. They had like 4 of them.
yeah, so
I don't know if I don't know if
super
it's that.
limited.
I don't think it's that version.
There's only two
There's
versions.
one. There's another one that's like in a box, but it's a smaller box than that. Maybe it's just a standard one that just comes with something extra. Maybe
Maybe.
it was like a smaller box. I was considering getting it, but I was just like, I got too much stuff. I just bought Greedfall. I can't do it.
All right, and then my last thing. I got this from Russia. I ordered it before I went to Evo. Took me forever. Finally got them.
Hell yeah! Oh, Monokuma.
Yeah, Monokuma. So for today, Morgana can
There you go.
chill right there.
I still have the little the doll that came with the collector's edition.
Yeah, you fake ass fan.
I didn't say I was a fan.
That's fair.
I just bought the collector's edition, and then
Alright.
guess what? That collector's edition is worth like $200 now. So
Sell it. No balls.
I'll keep it. I'll probably love the game watch. I already love what I played. I don't have the attention span for a fucking game like that right now.
All right.
Unless it's Red Dead. Then I get
Oh, and
fucking
then digitally. When did I buy digitally? I bought something digitally. Digitally. There was some game called Merchants of Kaiden.
Yep.
Oh, isn't that like
that's like
a
a dollar
like
right
a
now?
isn't that like a Final Fantasy Tactics
No,
looking game?
no,
Something like that?
it looks like it, but it's like menu
Like
of the game where you just you control the values of everything in the market.
I might be thinking of something else.
It's a dollar right now on Switch. It's like usually $15, I think.
Whoa! There's been a lot of fucking games that have just been like, yeah, 95% off. We don't
well,
care.
They
Buy
sell
it.
more.
That's true. They probably weren't selling any.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's how
that's
Plague
right.
Road fucking did so well.
Yeah, Plague Road. And what was that horror game that always shows up there? Hollow? That one?
Yeah.
It's always in the top whenever it's on sale.
All right, so that was everything. So big topic today is we're doing just singular one. So get your mind ready. Think about it. Best
Right.
gaming moment. We might do extra ones later on down the line. But
Oh,
just the
that's
singular one. No honorable mentions this week. Maybe another time we'll talk about other ones and we'll keep track of what we said. Your singular best gaming moment. I don't want to even hear any other ones. I don't want to say, oh, well, I like this one. No, fuck you.
gross.
One moment.
Hate you.
And while we do news and trivia, we'll let everyone simmer on that for a little bit.
Best gaming moment. How are we gonna simmer if we gotta talk about our shit? I can't simmer.
Fuck.
Oh,
now
we
we're
got
gonna do trivia.
baby.
Yeah, that's not saying that would be opposite of simmer.
Trivia time. Let's do this. I'm excited for this week.
I'm cooling off right now.
All right. So, I was going to do this for episode 50, but I said 25. Maybe we'll do it every 25 episodes just to be fun about it.
I'll be dead before then, so.
Yeah,
gotta
probably,
do it now.
which David will still never be able to catch up. You'll be like Tupac. You'll leave like your own like answers to everything for a while.
You just hear me
so-
from beyond the grave.
So, what we're gonna do this episode is we're gonna go back and reminisce. We're gonna go back. These questions are kind of harkening back to the first 20 episodes. Some questions I pulled out of different trivia stuff from you guys answered and got wrong previously. Some other stuff you guys might have to guess. So I just got a bunch of questions for you guys. You have to remember stuff that happened. And some of them are bullshit, like 100%. Some of them are just like, how am I gonna remember that? You're not gonna remember that. That's me fucking making fun of you.
Wow.
So here's this, and don't think just because when episode 50 rolls around and I start pulling out more names that, oh, I guess he's not gonna use the other ones again. Nah, I'm using everything. Anything goes. Everything goes. And then I also got a bonus question coming up right after that, just for fun. I think we'll see what I do with
Yes.
this. We're gonna have a winner for this next one. I think this bonus question, and whoever gets one right, I'll think of something to do for you. And maybe it'll do with you guessing or doing the next topic or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Play your cards right, Gore.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now this is gonna go in old territory, so no one has to take out their headphones or anything. This is each one of you guys gets your own question.
Okay.
All right.
I think let's see, what do I have? I got 1, 2, 3, 4. You guys each have 5 questions.
Okay.
Okay. So let me just fix that up and then do this one last time. All right. Question 1. Gore.
Yeah, what's up, man?
What are the names of the 2 Mass Effect 1 DLCs?
Oh shit. Wait, Mass Effect 1?
Mass Effect. That's literally. I think that's exactly what you said the first. I didn't even know they had 2 DLCs.
I didn't know that. I still don't remember the 2. I know there's one isn't there just one that's like gun packs and shit or something like that?
These are the story.
I think you said that same thing last time too.
Literally exactly what you're saying now.
But I think that's.
I think it's funny. It's literally exactly what you said. All right, I didn't even know there were 2. I know there's some extra gun pack. And I think that's literally verbatim exactly what you said the first time.
But isn't there?
Yeah, but we're not talking about those. We're talking about the 2 primary DLCs for Mass Effect 1.
I don't know. I didn't play Mass Effect
Oh,
fucking
you answered
1.
this fucking question.
Oh, I answered it right?
No.
Oh, so
But
what the
you
fuck?
and David, you and David had an opportunity, both missed it. Then I told you the answers.
When I put Mass Effect on my list of things for you to do trivia, you were supposed to pick 2 and 3. It's not 1. You know I didn't play fucking 1.
Should have studied up.
Dick, you didn't play 1 either, you fucking asshole.
Should have studied. I didn't put Mass Effect.
Was I the only one that loved 1?
Shut up.
I didn't play 1, so maybe.
Yeah. I tried to play 1. I didn't care for it. Mass Effect,
Mass Effect, man.
Mankind.
Should you guys want the opportunity to pass off the question, and if they see if they get a chance for it?
No, because you played Mass Effect 1. I ain't fucking
You didn't
fair.
get it last time. Yeah, no, you're
this
right.
time,
All right, you're right. No, okay, yeah, no.
Fuck that, because
there's someone here.
There's gonna be a question that I know of his too. So
Yeah.
let's just keep it. Let's keep it.
All right,
Let's keep it.
all right.
Let's keep it. Let's keep it.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
Gore, what you got?
I can't even think of one fucking DLC. Wasn't there like a bridge DLC connecting 1 and 2?
Bridge too far.
Yeah, again, you thought that it was connecting 2 and 3.
I'm sure I did because I can't think of what else the fuck Mass Effect dumbass 1 had.
You're
All right,
gonna get 2 and 3. All right.
I don't know.
You give up?
I don't give a shit about fucking Mass Effect 1, so that's probably why I don't remember what you told me months ago.
But
Yeah, I'm sure you would.
all right, you give up?
Yes.
It will Bring Down the Sky and Pinnacle Station.
I've never fucking guessed it, so.
I remember Pinnacle Station. I don't remember Bring Down the Sky.
Sounds stupid. Just like the entire fucking game.
Fuck you.
Fuck
That was
you.
a great game.
No, it wasn't. You're a liar.
All right, David.
You.
No, I think I
This
know.
isn't gonna be all dates.
Yeah.
The first one. There's a couple actually. What year did here's a little twist. What year did you say Silent Hill Shattered Memories came out?
I don't know. I don't even remember what the fuck.
I know a year. I'm pretty sure I know.
What year did you say it was? Not the year it came out, actually.
I know. I
What
think I know what year you
What
said.
year did David? Did you say? So that's the thing. Just think when do you think Shattered Memories came out? Easy.
I think I said like 2015 or some shit like that.
Final answer.
Can I say what?
2014.
I was
God
gonna say 14. I was gonna.
You
I
went
know
even more that way.
it was a Wii game. Like what the fuck is it?
Yeah, we made fun of that literally afterwards. I think we made fun of it the week afterwards too, where it's like, yeah, David, a Wii game, a fucking big name Wii game, came out in 2014.
Look, Just Dance still sells on the Wii.
Just Dance. That's Just Dance stuff. This is
All
a
right.
Silent Hill game made for the Wii. You think they're fucking...
Gore,
I wish. Anyway,
which Mega Man master does not appear in Mega Man 2?
I don't fucking know. I don't give a shit about Mega Man.
Heat Man, Wood Man, Shadow Man, or Crash Man?
All right, say it again. The
Heat
first
Man?
question.
Which Mega Man master does not appear in Mega Man 2?
Not here. Okay.
Heat Man,
Heat Man, Wood Man,
Shadow
Garbage
Man?
Man, Shadow Man, and Crash Man.
Yeah.
I probably said Woodman last time because that sounds stupid. I'm sure he's real. It's I'm sure Woodman's real. I like Mega Man, but I'm not someone that gives a fuck enough to remember any of this shit. I like Battle Network more.
Now the question is, did you get it right or did you get it wrong then?
Oh, I got it wrong. Oh no, you know what? I think I got it right. I guessed. I'm gonna say that. Because I'm gonna say
No,
now.
'cause I stole it from you.
I'm gonna say I don't know. I'm gonna say. I'll say wood. Fuck it.
Final answer?
Probably what I said last time.
No,
literally
yeah,
as you
it
said
is.
last time. It
It
was
was-
Shadow
it was like-
Man.
It was Shadow Man. Okay.
Yep.
All right.
All right, David.
Yo. What
Besides
year?
Mortal Kombat and Doom, what game was blamed for Columbine?
Night Trap. No, fuck. I said the same thing last time,
you
too.
said the
Damn
same
it.
thing.
Oh,
No,
I didn't
I
say-
take
is that your final answer? So you're good then.
Fuck.
Wait, say it again. What's your
Besides Mortal Kombat and Doom, what game was blamed for Columbine?
Fuck.
Yeah, it's games.
Oh,
Look at-
well, this is
look-
Columbine section of my these games
Yeah,
were
the
blamed for this
Columbine
one. This game was blamed for this one.
Fuck.
I don't know why you look back.
Yeah, give him some inspiration.
This
All
politician
the-
said that GTA sucked for this year.
Yeah. Wait.
Fuck.
This next question for you is straight up bullshit, Gore. I know it is. It's the dumbest question I could find for you.
And we're only on the third question.
I didn't know what to think, so I just wanted to ask you this one. It's a dumbass question. You might get it, which would be funny to me. It's either the easiest or the most stupid question you're gonna hear in your entire life. So prepare
Looking through my
yourself.
game library, hoping for an idea.
Yeah, give me an answer.
Okay, game.
I'm gonna say Night Trap.
Final answer?
Yeah, why not?
Killer Instinct.
Fucking fuck!
Killer Instinct. That's
I
another-
have that right over there. It's just a frustrating thing.
I know that's
Yeah,
silly
that's
anyway.
their reply. You get
Killer
that last-
Instinct makes no sense. Most of them are animals anyway. aren't they? What's a skeleton? What the fuck? It says. Yeah, I don't know, man. That pirate skeleton came into the school and started shooting up the place. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I remember that was a trick one to throw you guys off last time because y'all never believed that.
Yeah, I think I said probably like Call of Duty or some shit, but like the first Call of Duty. I think that came out in 1999, right? Where did it?
I think.
No, it was like 2002 actually. Like, I probably said Medal of Honor. Maybe I said that. No, I think Call of Duty was like 2002. Yeah. Was it 99 that Columbine happened?
Yeah.
It was 99, right?
Yeah, it was 99.
Yeah.
What the fuck is my copy of Killer Instinct?
All right, sit
I
back
don't
down.
think anything-
Sit your ass down.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Why you?
Oh,
Why you?
it's right over here.
Why is he getting a copy
you
of Killer
can
Instinct?
see that from there.
I have a copy of Killer Instinct too. It's a black. Yeah, it's a black card.
All
Yeah.
right, Gore, you
Black
ready
card.
for the dumbest question?
Yeah, I'm ready. There it
Fuck
is.
that question.
What name did you use when we used the buzzer game for the E3 trivia?
Wow. Oh, it was like it wasn't the one I used for
Big Chongus.
it wasn't the one I used for what's that place called? The site we use to organize all of our shit that we're gonna talk about on the podcast.
Oh, Slack.
Yeah, Slack. Was it just my name except I put Gore in front of my first and last name? Wasn't that right?
Gordon?
Yeah, I don't know
Is
if it
that
was.
your final answer?
No, I don't think it was, because I think I came up with that after. Actually, you came up with that. I think you just put my name in front. I left it. I'm gonna say it must be something that was like funny back then, back in like June.
Way
I'm
back in the
Back
day.
in the fuck.
back in the
back
day
the-
in June. I'm assuming it was like right in the beginning of June we did that episode. I'm gonna say that just a Slack one. I can't think of one.
No, your name was Chud.
Oh, Chud. Oh, I should have guessed that. Love Chud. It's a great movie. I can remember that.
That's why you laugh. I was like, all right, what question am I
Shut.
put? You just put Chud. Like, oh, I'll just take that.
Shut. Great film.
All right.
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers. That's
All right, David.
Yo, what year?
How long did it take Nintendo to say Wii U in their E3 press conference? A, 3 minutes and 10 seconds. B, 17 minutes and 23 seconds. C, 30 minutes and 3 seconds. D, 40 minutes and 12 seconds. Or E, some say they truly still haven't said it.
17.
Final answer?
Yeah, why not?
Nope, it was 40 minutes and 12 seconds. Y'all have a terrible memory.
Well, to be honest, you asked me some dumb fucking questions.
That's why I remember all these.
You asked some undumb ones.
All
Mine are all
right, here's one. Gore.
Yeah.
Jimmy Patterson, Manon Baptiste, and Mike Powell are from what game series?
What? Wait, say it again?
Jimmy Patterson, Manon Baptiste, and Mike Powell are from what game series?
Oh, I remember this. It was one of
Donkey Kong Country.
No, I think I thought it was Call of Duty, but it was actually Medal of Honor.
Final answer?
No, because it could be the other way around.
I was gonna say you're remembering it because that's what you actually answered, or
I'm gonna say Medal of Honor.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You're on the board.
Because I thought it was Call of Duty, I think, at one point, and then I remember that. I was just
You guys
like,
both got stumped on that.
Yeah.
And then that was when David couldn't get the other one, and we're all like hinting him like, just say a fucking shooter name. And you were saying any other shooter besides. You were like fucking saying like.
Oh, Medal of Honor is.
You were saying what was that? What was Brothers game? The Band of, no, it wasn't Band of Brothers.
No, I know you're talking about Brothers in Arms.
Brothers in Arms. You were saying any other one, and it was Call of Duty.
yeah.
You were like to say a fucking shooter.
Warrior.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because I finally settled on Shenmue for some ungodly reason.
All right, well, Gore, you're on the board. David, what year did the GameCube release?
2003.
Final answer?
Sure.
He's shaking his head. Say no.
I'm pretty sure it was in 2002.
2001.
Fuck! I was closer.
All right, we take away that point, so it's even again.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
It was the end of 2000. To be fair, like November.
Gore, next question. Spell David's Twitter handle.
His Twitter handle. Oh, is it Durandal Joyeux? Is it full thing or is it just Durandal? Huh?
The full thing.
That's not fair.
You had a lot of time to study this, so.
A lot of times you can forget it right after the podcast is over. I know how to spell Durandal. No, I know how to spell Durandal. I'm just gonna do Joy.
Do it for the fans. Do it for the fans.
All right, Durandal, right?
You always answer like, is it?
Because it could be
yeah.
E, I guess it is. Durandal. J-O. I can't remember.
Let him get through it, by the way, David, before you.
I can't remember if it's a Y. I think it is Y. E. I don't remember if it's a U or A. A. And then U. And then. End with an X? Or an S? So one of those names where it ends with an X? Isn't that French?
I think you're asking him about your answer.
I'm going to say S. Fuck it.
Final answer?
It's not right. Not right. Go ahead.
David?
No. No. No.
He had, did he have it all the way till the X?
No.
Or was
No.
it?
Joyeuse.
Oh, S-E. What the fuck?
All right.
G-U-C.
So, David, if you get this one right, we're going to move on to our
Tiebreaker.
Our tiebreaker, which we're going to switch over just to a tiebreaker now. All right.
What year?
What is the name of the fourth segment of Parasite Eve, Conception, absolution, evolution, or creation?
Oh, fuck.
Didn't I get this right?
No, neither of you guys got it right.
Yeah, I won the Parasite Eve.
What are the options again?
David Revenge. Is David Revenge bite David in the ass again? Conception, absolution, evolution, creation.
I think I said creation last time, so I'm going to say conception.
Final answer?
Yeah.
You got it. Tiebreaker, baby. All right.
All right.
So, what I pulled is from the very first episode of Blue Rupees. I pulled out.
Darkon.
I was gonna give that one to you, but I knew that was the one. That was the one.
I was waiting for that one.
100% you would get that.
Yeah, of course.
So if you guys check the Blue Rupees chat on Facebook really quick, I'm gonna send you guys something.
All right.
It's the list of stories that we talked about in order. I think it was in order on the if not in order, it's the topic that we posted on the list. I'm pretty sure it's in order. I want you guys to put it in the order, the correct order of what we talked about them in.
Oh, fuck you.
But hold on, it's on Facebook. You said.
I'm sending it right now.
All right, send it.
So the 5 topics you talked about were Battlefield Firestorm, Borderlands 3 Tomorrow, upcoming releases, Stadia, and State of Play. So I want you guys to put that list in the correct order.
Yeah, I'll message it to you directly. That way it's silent.
You can talk it out if you want.
No, I don't want to get in the point.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We would both get the point then if I just ripped you off. Wouldn't you? You realize that, right?
Yeah, but this is supposed to be a tiebreaker.
All right,
I don't want you having a point.
The first. Wow, I don't remember the first dumbass podcast. Wow. Talking about Borderlands 3 comes out in 2 days.
Yeah, so it's almost
Tomorrow, technically.
Yeah.
Go pick up on Thursday.
Are we gonna play? Are we gonna play that this weekend, or did you just get through Gears?
Shit,
And then I just realized that.
Brother, I don't know. We'll figure it out. I haven't typed one thing out. I'm trying to fucking get it in my head. I feel like
That's my final answer.
Just tell me if he got it all right.
Probably didn't. Is it going to whoever gets it closest, or
Whoever
Yeah,
gets
so
the
I'm
most.
gonna see how many people got the names in order.
all right? You got mine.
Fuck. I haven't typed one thing yet. All right, screw it. I'm just gonna type. Say. All right. Right. Getting there. This is not right. This isn't right. Alright, fine. Fuck it. I don't care.
Alright, let's compare.
It's probably not right.
So just
Feel-
for the fans out there, so they know what the orders were. The mixed up order that I sent them was Battlefield Firestorm, Borderlands 3 Tomorrow, upcoming release, Stadia, State of Play. That was the order. David, you said upcoming releases, State of Play, Battlefield Firestorm, Stadia, then Borderlands 3. Gore, you said Borderlands 3, upcoming releases, State of Play, Stadia, then Firestorm. So
I figured we would start with Borderlands 3. I felt like that.
Let me take a second
make more
to.
sense.
Because I think that was our bullshit.
Borderlands 3?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I think you're right. But I don't know if we ended like the first episode with bullshit. I think bullshit became an end thing after.
Oh, you might be right.
And you might be right, though. It might have been the last thing. We saved it for the end.
The first topic.
Nowadays we talk about. All right, go ahead.
The first topic was indeed Borderlands 3.
God damn it.
We did not have a bullshit segment. That was something we created.
Well, I think we
on the
brought it up
podcast.
later because we were talking about like, is it actually going to happen? I was like, I
And
don't know.
Gore
That's
said bullshit, and we're like, oh,
It
that's
could
a topic.
because I thought, oh, it could be a battle royale game or some shit. They'd be fucking with us.
The next topic we talked about So David just State of Play. Gore, you said upcoming releases. The actual one is actually State of Play.
Oh,
1-1.
okay. All right. I had the upcoming release, then State of Play.
So,
All right, so my next one's wrong.
the third one that we said, you guys said Battlefield Firestorm, David, and then Gore, you said State of Play. The third one was Stadia.
Okay. Well, I got the fourth one wrong.
And the fourth one was Battlefield Firestorm. And the last one was upcoming releases. So you guys actually tied at 1-1.
God damn it.
So we gotta figure this out. We can't leave today without a winner. That's not fun. Someone's gotta lose. That's what makes everything fun.
Someone's gotta lose. Yeah,
let's see. Let me think about this for a second. Talk about your victory right now. Your non-victory.
Don't know.
Well, right now I'm looking up parts for my new rig. I'm crying.
He's crying.
Also, whoever ends up with this case, I'm gonna have to figure out how I'm gonna do the shipping, because it's a full-size tower, so it's a fucking biggin.
Just do media mail.
Do everything in media mail.
You can do media mail with computers, so.
For I think normal cases you can, but not a full tower.
I think anything computer related you can do media mail. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, I could be wrong.
Mid towers are fucking huge.
No, yeah, it doesn't matter how big it is, as long as it's not like over 100 pounds. I'm assuming it's not over 100 pounds.
Oh, that's a good question. With everything I have in there.
Yeah, because I don't think dimensions matter at all for media mail. It's
Gotcha.
all about the weight. I think you go up to, I can't remember if it's 50 or 100. I think it's 100. Media mail's cheap though.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good maybe 30 pounds, 30, 40.
Okay, so even if it's 50, it's fine. Well, Adrian will probably get it anyway. So I don't have the money for it.
Okay.
All right.
Ooh, let's see if this works, and we'll
It's not.
So I'm gonna send you guys one more question. We'll see. You guys can still possibly tie here, in which case we're in a conundrum. Gotta figure some shit out. So
Okay.
I'm gonna send you guys 4 dates. Tell me the date that we posted the first podcast on.
I hate you.
So the date you posted it.
Yes. It is between March 3rd, 2019, March 28th, 2019, March 21st, 2019, or April 4th, 2019. Send me your wait. Send me A, B, C, or D in the private chat when you guys are ready with your answers.
I'm just gonna go with this.
We have a winner.
It's not me.
All right. Gore, you said March 30th, 2019. David, you said March 21st, 2019. The actual answer is March 30th. Gore, you got the point.
I was about to say March 21st is way too early because they announced it. I'm pretty sure they announced it on April 1st. Because that was another thing. Because they were announcing on.
We announced it game Borderlands 3 tomorrow, and then it happened by the time we posted the podcast.
Yeah.
All right. So once again, David gets fucked by the dates.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
All right.
Give him a point too. Just give me 2 points.
Do you guys want to do the music one next week, or do you guys want to take a break on those? What do you guys want to do?
Oh, David keeps winning those. He definitely does.
David, I'll ask you if you're a loser.
I like doing the music ones, but they take so much time.
We can do them. I don't care. This one took a long time too, mainly because our fucking beginning segment was like an hour long. So.
Not wrong.
Let's do a little break. Maybe we'll take a 2-week break from the music and come back to it.
Okay.
Okay. So
we're doing music next week, but it's for movies.
The standing points now. Gore, you're at 20 points. David, you're at 15.5 points. I gotta figure out a way to get rid of that half point.
Hey, ask him a question right now. If he gets it right, give him the half point.
All right. Let's figure something out.
Ask him a random question right now. That's gonna fuck me. Sure.
You're not gonna get it. So
no, do it.
What was different with the format from episode 1 versus every other episode? With the video
episode
format.
1. Oh, with the video format?
Yes.
Twitter handles. I'm helping him. I don't know.
I don't know. Episode 1 was an AVI.
Twitter handles.
Final answer?
Sure.
No, the first one didn't have Twitter handles, right?
The first one did have Twitter handles. The difference
It's good you didn't. Good you didn't say that.
The difference is that it went
Different layout.
me, David, and Gore. Every other episode went me, Gore, and David.
Okay, I never noticed. Wait, hold on. I'm on the bottom.
You were the first time.
I was on the bottom.
Yep.
It's fucked up. Now David's on the bottom.
Until I finally
like-
surpass you in trivia.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'll figure out a way to get rid of the half point next week. We'll do a little bonus trivia for you.
Wait, hold on. Another chance. How many fingers do I have behind my back right now?
3.
4. Sorry.
I love it if you moved it last second. Just move on.
No, it was actually 4.
All right, we're moving on.
Are we though?
Tried.
All right. Cool. Let me knock that down.
Wait, hold on. What comes after trivia?
We're gonna do a
News.
David's rant.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh. What am I bitching about today, Adrian?
All right, let me get the timer out right now.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. All right, David.
Yo.
Your topic is delisted games.
Oh, all right.
Ready? Go.
So this is something that I have ranted about several times on this podcast because of the fact that I am a big proponent of archival. That's why I do generally prefer physical over digital. In fact, actually, just this past week, Bayonetta 2 for Wii U was being taken down from the Wii shop, the Wii U shop. And it's one of those things that I feel like, unfortunately, it really hurts just the kind of preservation of a lot of games, whether it's from the standpoint of either music rights being lost and so they have to get delisted, lawsuits happening in the background causing them to get delisted, or just generally speaking they don't want to renew whatever contract it is, or maybe the company goes under, no one has the rights so they have to get rid of it. It's honestly a heartbreaking thing to see because I feel regardless of the quality, something that's a piece of art. Stop doing that, it's distracting me. Fuck it, I'm done.
Guess you don't care, I guess.
Oh, that's fucked up. Everything he just said, just negate it. Edit this part out.
Just put some song over David speaking.
Yeah, just distort his audio.
Most people do.
Oh.
Oh, I'll like do lip sync. I'll make him say something different.
We'll do riff tracks.
Hey guys, I'm David. I'm going.
That's what we should do for the 50th episode. Is just go ahead and
riff tracks one of our own podcasts.
I don't have the patience.
Wow, I'm cute. This riff tracks our 4-hour one that we did. That'd be hilarious.
All right.
We were just listening to music, listening to us listen to music.
First news story we're doing, and we got a lot, so we're gonna not spend too long on each of these, depending on.
Yep.
Everything. Let's go with the Final Fantasy VII Remake trailer. You guys talk about that while I get everything else.
Fuck yes! Oh my, this trailer looks so freaking good. Don Canelio looks amazing. It just looks the perfect amount of slimy and just horrible human being. The mini games are back.
The mini game with the squatting.
Yeah, the squatting. Now you got push-ups as well. The very somber moment it ended on where the plates have fallen. That was a very nice piece. I can't wait to actually play through that whole experience. The thing that really interested me, well, actually, there was a couple. One, they confirmed that summons will be introduced this early into the game. Ifrit and Shiva look amazing. Can't wait to see what all the Bahamut's look like. But what was also kind of neat is to see a lot more interactivity in combat. We kind of saw a bit of that with like Guard Scorpion, but like in the Rude fight where he just basically giant swings Cloud into Aerith. I thought that was kind of great. But they introduced a soldier into this. The guy that was
76?
riding the motorcycle. Yeah, Soldier 76.
Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah, so when I first watched the trailer, I only watched the Japanese one, so I saw this dude tricking out on a motorcycle. I'm like, who the fuck is that?
Yeah, who the fuck is that?
And when you watch the English trailer, it's like, oh, he's a soldier first class. So that's another cool thing, too, is that they're modifying the story a bit to kind of add a bit more weight to it. And so actually fighting another soldier first class will be really interesting to see. But yeah, no, this, man, everything about this trailer makes me cannot wait till March. This game is looking phenomenal. Even just the switch between cutscene and gameplay, there's a difference, but it's not like it used to be. It is a very gorgeously fucking made game that I can honestly say after all this time has been worth the wait from what it looks like.
Yeah. Looks really good. I haven't played Final Fantasy VII in a long time, so of course I'm just like, who the fuck are these people? I remember the redhead guy. I couldn't remember his name. But I was just like, yeah, Rena. Yeah. I couldn't remember his name for the life of me. But I was like, oh yeah, and he was like part of like some gang. I remember that, right?
The Turks.
The Turks. There you go. I'm planning on playing Resident Evil. What the fuck? I was gonna say Resident Evil. Final Fantasy VII on Xbox One. Probably next month. There's not much coming out next month, so I'm hoping I can get through that quick.
But yeah, no. Oh, man. It looks absolutely fantastic. Sang looked great. I was actually kind of sad that we didn't get to see Elena showed up, but I guess she really wasn't even relevant until partway through the game anyways.
Oh, Vincent?
Vincent won't be until the mansion, so it's going to be a ways off.
Yeah. I figured they'd show him, though, because he was a pretty popular character for the most part. I mean, he had his own spin-off game, which sucked.
Yeah, but I mean, they're trying to where the story is going to end with basically them leaving Midgard. They're probably not going to put any energy into anything after that.
Sure.
But yeah, no. This game is looking fantastic. I'm kind of sad we haven't seen Red 13 yet either. So I'll be really excited to see what he ends up looking like in this game. But yeah, all in all, absolutely fucking loving this game. This looks great. I can't wait to play this.
Oh yeah. And then you can't wait to play 7-2, right? When it comes out?
Yeah.
And then 7-3?
Yeah.
And then 7-4?
Yeah.
Then I'll go do 5. Imagine they do 7-7. They go all the way to 7.
Fuck it. If they're all as high quality looking as this, I'm down. Let's go for it.
Why not? Like, God damn, man. It's like, it'd be like episodic at that point.
I like
which was originally what they were gonna do, right?
I like the idea of these games. Like, it's very controversial, and people sometimes people don't like them. I feel like it's very selective of people who like them, right? It's like sometimes people get shitted on, like they're like, oh, I guess mostly if they're ports, you know. People like the whole remastered. If it's remastered, like
the remastered
RE2 obviously like being the one that.
It's a remake. I mean, that's
what I mean. That's what I mean. But yeah. I feel like it's always weird, but I mean. I like the idea that these games get preserved like even longer and to a standard that we can like be good on forever. Because play Final Fantasy VII now, if someone new's getting into it, they're not gonna like love it. I don't think we've had so much.
I played it with my friend back in like 2003 or 4 or some shit. That was the last time I played it. So.
And it's so much.
Even at the time, there was a lot of weirdness to it that
right.
we weren't used to exactly.
And now it's modern, so it's nice. And at this point, we're at a place in video games where. I feel a lot of these games are good to go. Like they don't need to be modified. I think they look good enough. We're not we're mature enough in the industry to know that these games look good and they will look good. It's not going to be like even 360 games are kind of like just barely there. They look pretty rough sometimes, but like stuff. There's other games I want like fucking remake Burnout. Like do that, bring just one back here, like one really good.
That'd be easy.
Yeah, but I like the idea.
That'd be a much easier thing to do than Final Fantasy VII. That's for sure.
All right.
It's not going to get as much of a of a hype boost, I guess. Sadly.
All right, next story.
Yep.
BlazBlue Cross Tag Battle DLC characters on the 22nd.
Yep. So when they first announced that they were doing Season 2 DLC, they showed off the initial 3 characters, the Sengen Kagura character and the Katsuki Blitz Tank characters. So they'll reveal the final 5 characters on the 22nd. And really curious to see where they go with this, just because I definitely wouldn't have predicted Sengen Kagura representation. I sure as shit wasn't expecting a fucking tank.
Yeah.
it'll be really interesting to see what that ends up. It sucks that it's going to be basically not next week, but the week after. We'll be able to talk about that. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they'll bring. Kind of half hoping they'd bring some more representation of games they already have in there. It would be cool if they took this as an opportunity to finally introduce like Persona 5 characters in there, get some more kind of heart characters in there. But if they do bring in other game series at this point, fucking who knows what the hell they're going to pull out of their ass for this. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
You think you'd be fine if they added
Terminator.
Persona 5 characters in there somehow?
Put Terminator in
I'd be
it.
down for that.
Or do you think we need a Persona 5 Arena for them to actually ever do that?
If anything, I could see them using it as the launch pad for Persona 5 Arena. Go ahead, bring them initially into this, get the core models down, test it out, and then from there develop it into Persona 5.
Make a Persona fighter like that, a full like Persona 3, 4, or 5, because that's all that matters apparently.
Or
Yeah.
Terminator.
Just add
No.
them
Add them
in.
in.
That'd be hype.
Do
Oh,
it.
you know, if Terminator showed up in BlazBlue, that'd be fucking hype.
Hell yeah. That's
Terminator
hype.
taking out Terminator versus the tank.
Oh, hell yeah. Terminator.
David looks.
It's
Alright,
Arnold.
we gotta
It's
move on.
Arnold, too. It's
David,
Arnold.
David's hurting inside. All right.
And Joker. Put him in there.
I
Not
hate you.
Persona
Yeah,
Joker.
I hate
Joker. And I'm talking about the Joaquin Phoenix Joker.
and then do John Goodman from Tank.
John Good, 10 Cloverfield.
John.
And John Goodman from Roseanne.
and Flintstones.
And the other one. The
right.
one when she died.
Next
And now
one
they're doing another
is
show.
FC,
character.
Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles Remastered will have cross-play and cross-saves.
Boo.
I just want to touch on this real quick because I know Gore doesn't give a fuck. But yeah, I'm excited for this remake. Well, remaster rather.
Yeah, there you go.
And the fact that it'll be crossplay, you can buy it on whatever platform, play with your friends. And if you, for some reason, double dip on this, to be able to kind of transfer your saves around, I think is a welcome feature. It's something that I feel games should have as standard by now. But yeah, excited to see that.
Not the biggest fan of Crystal Chronicles.
Get fucked, nerd.
Wow. So upset. I'm sorry your 7 out of 10 isn't great.
I'm
At
a guy
best.
that likes a good 7 out of 10.
Yeah, a good 7 out of 10.
All right, next story. The Neo Geo Arcade will have 20 pre-installed games.
Yes, so the arcade stick that Neo Geo revealed, we talked about that in the last episode. They actually just confirmed that it'll have 20 preloaded games onto it. Haven't said what those games will be, but I imagine they're probably going to show have some King of Fighters on there. We'll probably have some Metal Slug on it. And
Halo.
yeah, it'll have Halo on it. But what's kind of neat is you can still use it as a arcade stick for your PC, which I was really excited to see. That has me.
It's gonna be a good one.
It looks like it'll be all right. If I might hope for it is that it uses actual micro switches like the Neo Geo sticks used to use. If they do that, fucking day one buy for me. I have enough sticks as it is,
don't,
but
Wow, big fan.
but no, it looks
Riddle,
like
riddle, watch
it's
me
it.
fiddle.
I'm excited for it. All right, next.
That's a Mega 64
Yeah.
reference. Go
Next
check out
story.
Mega 64. I'm sorry, go ahead, David.
No, next story.
It looks cool.
Riddle, riddle, watch me fiddle. Still don't get what that means.
All right, next story.
Uh,
Let's see. The Persona 5 Royal intro cutscene showed up.
oh yeah, watch it.
Yeah, that looks.
Gore.
Yeah, I knew it wouldn't spoil anything, so I watched it. I was like, that's fine. And it didn't, as I
You
figured.
got some booty right at the beginning.
Hell yeah. That's what's her name? I forgot her actual name.
And
Anne, that's her name?
Yeah.
Really? Her name's Anne?
Panther.
yeah,
Panther, yeah, of course. But her name's not actually Panther. His name's actually not Joker. His name's Gore.
Unless you name
That's
it.
why I named him. That's why I named
His name's Gore.
His name's Gore in the lore. Gore lore.
Core lore. But yeah, no. Looks like an interesting revision to the original. I actually like it a little bit more than the originals. But all in all, excited to see how it ends up being. But yeah.
Yeah, I was just saying, I really like the animation. I mean, I don't know what the fuck was going on in it, but it was fun. Them smashing up a city and shit. I guess it makes sense in the story. If you
How
played
do
it.
you like this one more than the original one, David?
Yeah, I definitely like this intro more.
I don't think so. I don't think I do.
I don't remember the original intro, so.
I like the way. It's not saying that this one's bad at all. I just love the original one way too much. What's the song going on?
I wasn't the biggest fan of
I
it.
fucking love that song. All right, next one.
I fucking love that song.
I fucking
See, I liked it until the vocals started. The
love it.
vocals
Oh,
kill
I love
that song.
You're nuts.
You're
Right.
nuts.
The Apple Arcade subscription will launch on 9/19.
Yep. Apple wants to always jump on the bandwagon here. They're doing their own kind of subscription gaming service. The only games that have been confirmed for it are fucking Choo Choo Rocket and fucking Pac-Man Party.
Wow. Choo Choo Rocket. Oh.
And if I remember correctly, it's like $20.
Wow.
Some shit like that.
It's got a
Choo Choo
family
Rocket?
plan, though, so like everyone on there can play on the subscription.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Which by the way, that fucking new phone they showed off is ugly as fuck.
Yeah, I saw it
That
too
one
with the
with
three
3
cameras. Yeah,
Steve
that
Jobs,
thing looks like
that's so everyone always says, "Oh, Steve Jobs is rolling in his grave if they announced this and that."
He's
And
fucking-
I rolled my eyes. I'm like, all right, whatever. This time I was like, oh shit, he's gonna fucking come back in zombie piss.
He's spinning so fast he rolled out of the grave.
That looks actually gross.
I haven't actually
it
seen
looked
what
like
it
a
looks like
disease.
yet.
It's people are getting grossed out because it looks like that one weird, like, you know, when people go on the rabbit hole of hyperophobia, trypophobia, where it's the thing that gives you heebie-jeebies if you see like a lot of holes clustered up together.
Yeah.
Which first day I ever found that, I remember like 2011. First day I ever found out about that, it gave me the heebie-jeebies like all day just thinking about it. It was fucking gross.
Ooh.
You know what I'm talking
What
about?
is this, some fucking Sam Fisher shit? What the hell?
Yeah,
Do you know that disease I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's like an
I don't know the name of
infection
it.
thing, right? Like
It gives the heebie-jeebies because it reminds them of an infection.
Yeah.
it looks like
It's
some
just
like
it's just.
it looks like a virus from Resident Evil.
But
I don't want
even like get around the virus, it just looks bad. It just looks
looks
terrible.
that. It's
Yeah,
too big.
but-
They should
Too
just,
big on the phone.
They should have straight up just
man.
made like some sort of like big ass square like thing, and now it just looks 3. I'm like, thank
Or
God. I'm happy with my phone right now, so I'm like, I really don't need to upgrade this year. But that is the ugliest phone they've ever released, bar none.
well, and it's only because of that camera. I saw the rest of it. It was like it looks like a phone.
standard
It just
ass
looks like
phone.
another one. Yeah, it's standard iPhone. It's sleek. It's nice, and then they turn around and it looks like something you don't want. Something you see on a darknet. Well, I don't want that.
I want that on my phone.
I don't want darknet on me. I saw that Unfriended movie. I was the only one in the theater.
Yeah, that actually looks terrible.
It does look terrible. I saw one picture. I was like, ew. I was thinking the same thing. It looks like a disease.
Yeah.
Some people have been saying that for years for iPhones, though. So
I like mine a lot right now. I really do. Right now,
no, it's just because people hate iPhones. There's,
Yeah,
there's
they do.
people.
like right now, like all it is that long
Oh,
camera,
good.
which is like the 2 lenses right there.
Number
It's like,
58.
Yeah, that's great.
Oh, that's Growlithe. Okay. Wait, that's not Growlithe.
It is.
I thought that was the second. Growlithe is. Oh, Growly is the first one.
No, Growlithe's
Right?
the first
Growlithe
one.
is the first one.
Arcanine's second one.
Oh, is that Growlithe really?
Yeah.
I thought Growlithe's supposed to look a little
He's the pup.
smaller. I guess I don't know. I don't
Arcanine
remember
just
him
looks
having.
a lot bigger.
Yeah, I don't remember him having the mohawk. So if I
That's
ever
right.
had a dog, which I've had one in the past, if I had one now, I would give him a mohawk.
All right, don't let go have a dog. Got it.
What? Mohawks are cool.
It's
That dog
I-
will fucking appreciate me.
I think it's just we're in a weird spot with subscriptions these days. Where like I mean
Yeah.
you're now
That's-
it's piecemeal that people should be. So I don't get the whole if you had CBS and Hulu and Netflix and shows, it's like no one's gonna get all that.
Yeah.
That's dumb. Like that's the whole point of detaching from cable is to pick which because no one's using like, oh, you get 195 channels. It's like no one uses all 195 channels. I never got that with
Yeah.
cable. But I mean, you're supposed to pick. But I mean, I think the same. I like the idea of that happening with video games, where it's like, hey, you got your platform, you got Game Pass if you're stick on Xbox, you got PS Now if you're on PlayStation. If you only play mobile games, cool. That's a good subscription for you. Just keep it because subscriptions are mobile games are weird with people. Doesn't make sense to me where people really hesitate on the price of games, even though they're a fraction of what we just spend frivolously on every other thing in our life. Where it's like, hey, oh look, you guys are yawning. Yawn
Yeah.
twins. We're talking about mobile games, that's why though.
Yeah.
No, but like Super Mario Run was $10, and it was like, oh god, $10. But it's like, that's like nothing. If there was like, if Nintendo came out with a game on Switch, $10 for this Mario game that runs, everyone's like, oh cool. But for
Well,
a reason being on the
Makes
phone,
sense, 'cause-
$4
yeah.
for an app, you're like, oh, I don't know if I want to spend $4 on that. But
I guess because you expect a game that's like that to be like $2 tops, $3.
yeah, but they've saturated that so hard because we were so used to the dollar apps and stuff like that it backfired. Now people don't want to spend anything, which is weird. But I don't know. That
I'm
was my
surprised that's not on Switch yet. That run game.
No, I'm sure that was an Apple exclusive thing. All right.
Who cares?
Next topic is
Oh, by the way, I do recommend watching Red Letter Media's The Nerd Crew, the last episode, for all you Red Letter Media fans, because they go into how many dumbass streaming services there are, and it's really funny.
No one gives a shit.
Okay, it has over 1 million. It has over 1 million subscribers. Nobody gives a shit.
No one knows who they are.
Oh, nobody knows who Red Letter Media is. Okay, there you go. Sorry, yeah, we don't know who you are. You're not PewDiePie. Fuck you.
Who's that?
That's that guy. He just got married, and everybody loved him.
Speaking of loving things, Capcom Resistance.
he got married to Happy Wheels.
The RE Project Resistance. Is that what it's called right now, or is that the name?
It's called Resident Evil Project Resistance.
Cool. That full trailer is out.
Yeah, because we should talk about the teaser, I guess, real quick.
Yeah.
The teaser came out 2 days ago.
Which you got pretty hyped on.
Because it looked like it could have been cool if it was like if they just took Resident Evil 2 and made it so that you're fighting Mr. X with 4 other people and you're doing a mission, which is exactly what it is. But when they showed it today, like actual gameplay, it looked weird. It looked very strange because it didn't even look like Resident Evil 2's gameplay. At least not all of it.
It looks like a modified Resident Evil 6.
Yeah, a little bit. It's like if you combine Resident Evil 6 and 2 and like morph them together. It looks a little dated. That might be because Resident Evil 2 is very dark, like when it comes to lighting. For most of the time, it's very dark. There's times where it's not, of course. But that trailer, every time you're looking at them doing something in the environment, it's pretty like brightly lit. You know what it actually reminded me of? Just the way that characters were moving and you were aiming the gun. It reminded me of Metal Gear Survive a little bit.
That vibe too.
And that vibe too, because you have to actually like survive. I mean, they said you guys have to survive, and you like build stuff.
Well, I don't know what it is with Japanese like multiplayer centric games, but they feel very. I don't know what it is, but it just never feels like a full fledged like we're going all in with this idea. Like it's completely thorough. We're going with it. Yeah. It always feels like someone had like some sort of side game in the main franchise and just kind of threw it in there, and then they decided to just make its own game, and it's like.
I feel like all these franchises have like all these big Japanese franchises have like some weird side multiplayer thing.
Yeah, but
Resident Evil already had one a couple years ago. That shitty ass Umbrella Corps.
It screams of that though. Like that's the problem with it. It never feels like it was like, oh, this is a full fledged like this game is gonna be like I'm trying to think.
It looks like it's taking the Resident Evil 2. It took Resident Evil 2, downgraded the graphics, made the gameplay look weird. And like when there was the same animations, like Mr. X when he's walking, it's exactly the same as how he walks and looks and attacks as in Resident Evil 2. And even like the zombies attacking you, some of the animations were exactly the same as whenever they got really close to you in Resident Evil 2 Remake. But it's just like it has to be because of the colors being washed out now, because you can see everything, and it has to be brightly lit so you can see while you're playing this 4-player
was very
objective.
important in Resident Evil 2.
Yeah, it looked great when it wasn't dark. Don't get me wrong.
But the lighting was the part.
Yeah, and this is also a multiplayer game, so they have to downgrade the graphics anyway.
But the way I see it, it's like think of like if they made Last of Us and cut out the multiplayer and just kind of like made it look like more choppy than it actually is and sell it for its own thing and saying like Last of Us Survive.
Sure.
Like that's what it feels like. It's like these games like they had a cool idea, and then they just kind of like. I'm not saying they have assed it, but it just not look nearly as polished as the full product, which I get. But at that point, it's like, well, you're selling this for the same price as the actual full single player one, so.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a full price game. It might even be just digital.
If it's a digital 30,
like a $30
40, I would love 30. 30 would be like 100% like I'm in. 40, I'm gonna kind of cringe at. Anything higher than that, I might just wait for a sale.
If it has the gameplay of Resident Evil 2, and they just like obviously add like objectives and different environments, then I think it'd be good because Resident Evil 2's gameplay was excellent.
But with Resident Evil 2, it was more slower and methodical, wasn't it?
No, I mean, it is.
Is someone
You
like
can run through it if you want, but you don't want to because they'll gang up on you and you'll alert everybody and shit. So
right, but it's not like fluid enough where it's like where someone's obviously gonna be an asshole
no,
and put a fucking zombie like around that corner that you can be like, all right, now you're prepared, you can go back and be ready for it. It feels like
no, that's why I
Resident
think
Evil
this
is
looks.
very Resident Evil 2, and I haven't played a lot of it, and you're more to speak of it. The way the impressions I get with all Resident Evil games, at least the ones that we're getting more modern ones now, are very methodical. It takes you in it, and it paces you out to the point where it's like, all right, there's gonna be enemies here, you'll be ready for that. Take a little bit of break. If enemies here, cool. You can kind of move around the environment. It's built for that. This it looks like if someone's being an asshole and they're really good at it, they can just fuck you up and and it's not you're not
Yeah.
as flexible or maneuverable as you should be for that.
No. So that's why I think the gameplay looks different. Like, and they're not going to take the same gameplay exactly as Resident Evil 2. They probably took the gameplay of Resident Evil 2 and then modified it to account for the random shit that the what do they call them, the mastermind, will place on the world. So they probably thought of that and was like, yeah, I guess we can't have it be like how it's not Resident Evil 4 where it's like really close to you, but it's pretty close to the same camera angle as Resident Evil 4. So it looks like they pulled the camera back a little bit and made it so that your character is closer to like the middle of the screen. It seemed like a little bit closer. I have to watch the video again because I only watched it once, but it looked different definitely when it comes to gameplay. Even when you aim the gun down, it looked way quicker. So yeah, the Resident Evil 2 is definitely. It's definitely not slow, but it is definitely more methodical, especially Resident Evil 7. 7 is like, I mean, they give you first person for a reason because you want to. That game is all about like really getting you into the game more. Where Resident Evil 2 is definitely. I mean, you know what to expect, I guess, because it's a remake. So they were like, all right, third person, and also they want to show you Leon's beautiful hair, of course. So, but yeah, no, Resident Evil 2's gameplay is definitely more about like. I don't know, like you expect there to be zombies around this corner, slowly take it. There's like slowly take in the environment and get in there slowly. Whenever there's a licker on screen, shit, you have to be quiet. That motherfucker will kill you. So yeah, I don't know how lickers will work in this game. I have no idea. I don't even think they're going to account for them being blind. They just fuck it. Just they run at you. Just shoot them.
Right.
I don't know. It looks like it's just gonna be an arcadey kind of like shoot 'em up thing. And there's gonna be times where you have to build something or some shit. I don't know, or loot stuff. To be honest, I would have just preferred a first-person Left 4 Dead game, and that's it.
That's fair.
But
Yeah.
All right.
to be honest, just make it Left 4 Dead.
Next
Resident Evil started the zombie shit for video games anyway, really. So
next story.
can't even say like, well, Left 4 Dead did it first. Well, fucking Resident Evil was like, they weren't the first ones to put zombies in games, but they were the first ones to really make a zombie fucking scary, I would say. Maybe Alone in the Dark. I think Alone in the Dark had some zombies, didn't they? Do you know?
Not until the newer ones.
Newer one? Okay, well then, fuck you. Resident Evil's first, you fucker.
Next story.
So. I hope it's not as bad as Operation Raccoon City. That's all I'm gonna say, because that fucking game sucked. I never played the other one that came out a couple years ago. That was so fucking terrible. That was so bad. Dude, I had like so many glitches where the nemesis would come after you and you just like fucking walk into a wall and shit. It's terrible. Terrible game. Anyway, go ahead.
All right. Next story. That timestamp. All
Hey,
right.
who's that on your shirt?
Dylan Toomey.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that guy, right?
Looks like Dark Side
No.
Phil.
No, it's Dylan Toomey. And it says,
Settle
settle
down.
down.
Looks like
All
Dark Side Phil.
Yeah, well, same with that guy. Settle down. Everyone settle down. Street Fighter V and Rocket League will have an event at the Olympics.
What?
Yeah. So it's the closest we're getting so far to the fighting games and really just gaming in general being at the Olympics. Intel's sponsoring an event at the Olympics, $500,000 cash prize, and there'll be a Street Fighter V tournament and a Rocket League tournament that'll be held alongside the Olympics, not part of the Olympics itself. So, yeah, we're getting one step closer to actually having gaming part of the Olympics, which is really exciting to see.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Watch out. We're coming. Is Mario and Sonic going to be there?
They're always at the Olympics.
I never see them. I should watch the Olympics.
All right, next.
No, it's cool. I don't know if I want Street Fighter V there, just because its time is not necessarily.
Imagine they're like in an open
It's not in its prime whatsoever.
No.
I want to
It's
see
not
them
even top
in an
game
open field.
It's not
playing
even
Street
top
Fighter.
game at Evo.
No, it should definitely have been Tekken.
Street Fighter is understandably the most well known when you come to fighters, and everyone that knows fighters says Street Fighter. But I think Street Fighter V is not the right game to show off for that. Tekken, it's not never gonna happen. But man, that would be awesome, because one, Tekken is easily the most diverse in its top players. We had out of the top 4 at Evo, each player was from a different country, which is hype, and that's what we should do for League.
Exactly.
I think that game is in its prime right now. It's hitting its peak even harder still right now, so I think that should have been the game. But of course, it's Street Fighter. Whatever.
Maybe next Olympics it'll be Smash.
Nah, I don't want Smash there.
That'd be hilarious.
All right.
See Banjo Kazooie on an Olympics like broadcast.
We made it, boys.
We've
come a long way.
Like, switch the channel. They're showing the Olympics on ESPN or some shit.
I just want
Banjo.
I just want everyone in the crowd to chant "Go."
Or Pac-Man. Oh, if I see Pac-Man.
All right, next story is Nioh 2 is announced. Was that announced or was it?
That was already announced. They announced that last year. E3. Yeah, there's a trailer that came out today. I didn't watch it because I didn't play the first one, so I don't think it has like a direct story continuation or anything. I think it's just it's like Dark Souls. Like, hey, now you're a different guy. You're in the Nioh world. Fuck off. I don't know. But anybody want to talk about it? I don't know.
No.
Why was it on the thing?
I just thought it'd be interesting because I thought you.
I didn't watch the trailer, so I can't really talk about it. But the first game I really wanted to play because everybody said it was like if you combine like almost like a platinum game style like combat with Dark Souls, and immediately I was like, that sounds good to me. But at that point when it came out, I was like, I'm so fucking done with Dark Souls games. Like there was like 2, it felt like every year. Like, and I know that's not the case, but there was like either a Bloodborne game or a Dark Souls game, and then a rip off of Dark Souls the same year. And I played both of those, and I'm just like, I'm fucking.
I heard Nioh was really good too. So one day I want
to
play it.
Really good.
It might be on sale pretty cheap Black Friday, so.
Yeah, I have it, but I just never played it. I got it for like $10. Best Buy had it on sale, like. So.
Yeah, so I'll probably grab it at that price.
Probably have it for $10 again.
All right. Next story is KFC's new game.
Oh yeah, KFC is publishing a brand new game where it is a dating simulator featuring the Colonel himself.
It's like Hatful Boyfriend, except not birds.
Yeah,
just talking dog in it, right?
It's kind of similar to Hatful Boyfriend because those are birds, and this guy sells dead birds, technically. So
yeah, so it's a high school dating sim where you're going to like culinary school. And the head chef there is a dog. And it just looks like absolute batshit insanity. And the fact that it's officially being licensed by KFC is fucking wonderful.
That makes sense to me at this point. KFC is like trying to do the Wendy's thing where Wendy's almost started the whole renaissance of weird fucking. I feel like they did.
No, you know what? Yeah. You know what first started it? Nihilistic Arby's.
Oh
yeah.
Arby's. I love Nihilistic.
If Arby's was smart, they would have leaned into that.
Consume Arby's. Fill yourself. Like, whoa.
If Arby's was smart, they would have just fucking just leaned into that. But Wendy's became the sassy pants of all the
to the point where for the span of a week, I would see just random people like resharing like an anime version of the Wendy's girl. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So like. Artists went crazy for about a week, I think.
Yeah.
And then it kind of cooled down. Right. I was like, Jesus. Just like being like an asshole. Like that's her whole character, I guess, is she's an asshole.
Yeah.
I guess.
They've started that, and more people are starting more apparent on social media, because I think that's the smartest way you can do things now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Because I never fucking ate at Wendy's like whatsoever until they brought the spicy nuggets back, and now I'm there because I'm like, oh, now I know about spicy nuggets, because those are all over the place, right? So fuck it.
Spicy nuggets are pretty good.
So, KFC is trying to do that. I still don't understand how the Burger King things were how it happened and how it was profitable. Because if you remember back in the day, this is for anyone that's probably younger listening to this, is there were 3 Burger King games that came out at the end of the Xbox One into the 360 era, and they were the only games that were not only compatible between both consoles, but actually supported achievements on the 360 and still played fully compatible on Xbox Original. They're
So
the
fucking
only
crazy.
games. No one else did that. Burger King is the only publisher that has done that. Out of the
Yeah.
3 games, Pocket Bike Racers, Sneak King, and
And Big Bumpin'.
Big Bumpin'. And you know what? Not bad
I
games.
You know what? No, Sneak King's horrible.
Sneak King is garbage.
Yeah, I
No,
hated
no,
Sneak
no,
King.
but that
Big Bumpin'
that-
was fun.
so-
So I like Big Bumpin'.
Sneak King is funny just in concept. It's like it's a wacky. You're not having fun, but it's just dumb. If you paid $4 to see the king just
Yeah,
you
yeah.
flourish.
You know what? Do you think nowadays that would be a problem, that game?
No,
Because
and
you literally sneak around like fucking like.
you give people
you must-
burgers.
Yeah, but what's
That's
in those
hype.
burgers?
I'm sorry. If someone
What's in
wants to
those
sneak behind
burgers?
me and give me a burger,
Have you? Yeah, if they imagine. If
I'd
someone
love it.
popped them behind you.
no, real talk. I am shocked they never
you-
put those digitally anywhere.
I'm not.
I'm surprised they never just like, hey, here's $5 to put each game on Xbox.
GameStop has like
and
a
Switch.
giant stack of them.
No, but I mean,
It's like-
just put them on Switch for $5 each. Fuck it, you'll sell. You will sell.
If they have online multiplayer for like Big Bumpin', then maybe.
Oh, we'd buy Big Bumpin'. I'd buy them
Yeah,
all.
Big Bumpin'
I
had
would buy
online
them all.
multiplayer.
I would buy them.
Big Bumpin' had online multiplayer, but if
Yeah.
it had it for Switch, I'd be like,
So,
I might get that one. God, that was actually kind of fun because they don't make too many bumper car games.
so
ever.
David, do you know about each of them? Like,
Yeah.
yeah. So in case anyone else doesn't know, then it's Pocket Bike Racer was the kart racer.
Pretty much, yeah.
And that's all it was. Standard course, nothing too crazy. Sneak King was where you're being the king. You like sneak around places and give people burgers. Just like trying like a mission wise, where it'd be like, all right, give these 2 people burgers and do this side, whatever. It was like that. But Big Bumpin' was the super fun one where it was you were in bumper cars and it'd be like it felt almost like a
Very
little
shocking.
more elaborate Mario Party game. Where like
Okay.
you would have a puck in the middle and you guys have to just fight it and get into the other ones, and they had like different modes that varied on that, which was cool. That one was definitely the most fun of
If
all
you
of them.
you could get hit off the stage too, which is fun.
And
Just
they
like
were each
bumper car.
$3.99. Each disc was $3.99.
You had to buy a meal though.
I didn't have to. I
You
got
had
it.
to. Oh really?
Yeah.
I got them for my cousin because she worked at a Burger King, so she just gave it like she just got them for free, and she gave me that for Christmas. It was like all 3 of them. I was like, thanks. It's like
$12.
$12 and no, not $12. Free.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, all right.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you're the one in that situation. Where like, oh, if I can give my cousin the Christmas present for free, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I think the concept was so weird. It still is. Like that's never been replicated like a physical game like that. I think that's a smart play. I think just doing some
So
consumer
weird.
game, make it free, just throw it, maybe make it cheap, just throw it out there, and it just gets people talking about your brand. And look, we're talking about fucking KFC right now. Shout out to the mac and cheese bowl right now.
Oh, is that good?
It's actually I thought it'd be better than it would. The spicy one I thought would be better than it would. Yeah, spicy mac and cheese bowl. Famous bowl. Just stick with fans.
I don't know why mac and cheese sounds gross to me whenever it comes from a fast food
Their
restaurant.
mac and
'Cause
cheese.
it is.
The mac and cheese is better than
Yeah.
their actual mac and cheese. They're using some
You know
different
what?
shit.
I say that, but the Burger King, the mac and Cheetos, not bad.
And you had the frozen ones too.
I had the frozen ones were good too, because I mean they're all frozen. I mean, don't fuck around. You go to fast food, they're not making them in the goddamn in the store. Like, come on. So they're all frozen. But I made the frozen ones and just had a little bit of that, like, you know, when you make your own food, it tastes a little bit better. I didn't really make it again. I just put it on in the oven, but it still tastes better.
If you want to check it out, Gore eats a food.
Yeah, I ate fake ones too because Burger King was gone. Like they didn't have them around here anymore. So I was like, it sucks. And then I went to the food store and they had like fake ones that they were like shaped like Doritos. I was like, what the fuck? And I ate those. And I was like, ugh. So gosh. And then I flew out of the house and I went, woo, Goofy. Go check him out. He's at Disney. You'll
My
find
homie.
him.
All
He's
right.
my homie. He's
Next
my dog
story.
homie.
We're winding down here. So it was discovered in a hack that someone was making with PT that Lisa is actually always behind you. You guys
That's
see
kind
that?
of neat.
That makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, so like if you look at the model, like literally the entire game, and it's sorry when you see her shadow and stuff, you think it's just like sort of the light playing on it. It's actually Lisa's standing right behind you the entire time.
Well, because that's the whole thing about Lisa is like, you know, like just to get the ending, you have to get possessed by her, right? and the only way you know if you're possessed by her is if you're like walking funny. I love that. I just, like, you have to like look at your walk cycle and you're like, wait, it looks weird now. Like,
Wait, what do you
like
mean?
you're kind of wobbling a little bit because there was a bunch of different ways to get the ending, right? Remember when PT came out, everybody was like, yo, how do you get the fucking ending? I don't know. You have to wait for the bell to chime 3 times or some shit, or you have to wait for the telephone again or something like that. You have to wait for a baby to laugh. It's like all these different things you had to do. And one of them I kept hearing was that Lisa, the ghost that scares you like 20 minutes into the game, has to possess you, and that's when she possesses you, you have to keep walking through the door and stuff. When she possesses you, you'll know because your walk will be weird. So you kind of like wobble a little bit more. And when you do that, then you walk through the door again. And then you'll get like another part of the like to
So you
progress.
have to keep walking back and forth until you're wobbling.
But there's like but I think there's like a bunch of different ways to get to the ending. That's just one way. Other ways is just you wait until the bell chimes.
That was one of my favorite moments on the internet. Favorite moments on the internet was when that was going on and everyone was just mass panicking trying to figure out how to figure it out. Because that is the definitive way to figure that out?
That's one of the ways. And I remember even watching like Mega 64. They did a thing where they played it, which is great. I recommend it.
One of the best reaction things ever. Which, by the way,
30 minutes of just Derek's face.
Do we all have PT?
I still have it, yeah.
No.
I have it.
Oh, get fucked, David. Oh,
yeah.
Mr. I everything.
Was 4 like 2 weeks after they took it down.
Wow, you didn't get one till that? I had one.
Yeah, he hates Sony. He hates that.
I waited a while.
It's only a year after.
You know, I got so much I'm still fucking playing, whatever. And then I was like, oh man, I really should hurry up and get this. And then by the time I got around to getting it, it was already down.
To be fair, it was only a year later, right?
Yeah.
It was a year later. Actually, when did PT go down?
I think that was a while afterwards.
Yeah, I think it was. It was like a year almost. I was saying, like PT came out almost a year after the PS4 already came out. So, but PT I think went down like
PT went up on 2014.
Yeah, because they usually don't get consoles at launch. There's only been a few I've gotten at launch.
In May 2015.
May 2015.
So like
almost mid. Almost a year.
About 9 months.
Yeah, 9 months.
That seems shorter than I thought. But dude, that's still one of my favorite experiences. I still every once in a while make a friend go through it when I'm playing with them. Probably will do that again for Halloween. It's been a while since I went through PT.
Did I ever tell you my experience playing that game? Because I already knew it was Silent Hill game and all that shit. But
I would have loved if you didn't know though. That would have. If you didn't have that spoiled too,
I would have shit my pants.
That would have probably been. You know what? That sucks. Cause did you watch a video or did people just post about it?
No, everybody was fucking talking about it on the news. Like Silent Hills.
I can guarantee you, in an alternate reality, you went through that game without knowing, and that was probably one of your top 3 most favorite gaming moments of all time.
That's funny.
So
Because they would have totally.
Shout out to you, other Gore.
Our topic. Oh yeah, shout out to you.
Hope you're still alive in that universe.
Nah, he's dead.
Nah, he's dead of fucking obesity.
He's dead. He died right after they said Silent Hills.
Oh my god!
Oh my god!
His heart finally gave out.
And then it said, and then he's like, oh, I almost died there. And then it said, also Beyond Good and Evil 2 is coming out. What?
What? Oh my
exploded.
god! And then it said,
oh
PT
my
canceled.
god! And then I died.
Yeah. So what were you saying? You're playing it in the what?
Oh, okay. My experience with that game was funny because I was actually streaming it. And I got about 20 minutes in, maybe 30 minutes actually. You can watch the amount I played on YouTube. It's on there. But I streamed it on Twitch. That was right when I got my new computer, so I could. And everything wasn't so demanding now, and my shit wasn't old. And I got about 27 minutes in, I think, something like that. And then right when I was getting to like a really spooky part with like a refrigerator, I remember that my electric went out.
Oh shit!
And my electric went out.
God.
And it scared the shit out of me. And I did play it eventually after that. Like I played through it all, but I didn't do it because my electric kept going out for that day. I don't know what the fuck was going on, but my electric kept going out. So I was just like, all right, I guess I'm not streaming this. I should have, but I did do a video about the ending though, because I did watch it. And then after that, I played through it because it was I had no idea.
David, have you not looked into it? Is there a way for you to play it, PT?
I have the Unreal port of it. Someone went ahead and did a port in the Unreal Engine, so I have that.
That's cool.
Let me.
But yeah, and also real quick, I just realized I've only gotten 4 consoles at launch: the PSP, the Ouya, the Switch, and I'll be getting the Evercade at launch because I already have my pre-order down for that.
You get the Playdate too.
I get
which
almost
which I heard was pretty cool, by the way.
the Playdate?
Playdate.
Date? Yeah, that's what I meant.
I heard that was pretty cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool. It has like the little crank thing.
Yeah, so I'm actually super excited.
I don't exactly understand how it works because I haven't seen it being demonstrated, but I keep seeing pictures of it.
Some games use the crank, some games don't.
All right, so it's like because it looked like it was
comes
like
with games downloaded on there.
It looks like kind of Game & Watch style games a little bit.
Yeah,
every time I see like
small games, but I heard they're all pretty fun, so I'm excited.
Yeah, it just looks cool to have as a collector's thing.
Yeah, so are you on the mailing list?
Yeah, I'm on the mailing list.
I'm not.
Get on
he
it.
is. Yeah, I guess I should. How much is it? Does anybody know?
$150.
150.
Yeah.
God damn. Really?
Yeah.
That's kind of steep.
That's steep. It's a collectible.
I thought it'd be like 80.
It's collectible and it's limited. They're not gonna make that many, so.
It better be like real clay. I guess solid gold, like fucking trophy and a plaque.
It's literally like a cool collector's thing for me to show off people. That's all I want.
It is cool, but not for 150.
All right, we get it. You hate things.
You high? You smokes weed?
He's all about that dank kush.
Game & Watch shit. I mean, it's cool, but yeah. I don't know. I don't know about 150. I didn't know it was 150. I thought it'd be like 70 or 80 tops.
Yeah, because the Evercade is 80.
I threw down for the all-in edition. I hate it. GameStop is closing 200 stores. Let's talk about it.
All right. Yeah, good. Fucking death of GameStop. About fucking time. Moving on.
I love GameStop, kind of.
Yeah, we bought stuff from there.
Yeah, I just bought stuff. I just showed you stuff.
Yeah, well, more
I got Blades of Thunder 2 for $2.99.
So, the whole deal with GameStop is they're really trying hard to like figure out what their game plan is. They want to make games more like a hangout spot, which makes sense because that's I think
that's what Toys R Us is trying to do right now.
Yeah, like they want to make it more like a cafe-ish, like do stuff, and I think that's a smart play. I think that's generally where we need more of those at. Problem with a lot of those things is pricing is really weird. I don't know what a lot of those places market to. The place nearby here charges like, I get why. I get why it's pricey because they have all these rigs and all this electricity stuff you're using, but it's like $35 for the full day to play on whatever you want on their systems. But I'm like, maybe it's just because we're privileged and we're older that we have the means to just do it ourselves at home, you know. So it's hard to understand like what is the game plan behind those things, but I get that. And I think that's where to go. Is like have some board games there, hang out, buy some games there while you're at it. Because I think a lot of people already do hang out at GameStop. I mean, it's not really built for you to fucking hang out at.
No, I do. I do like going to like some.
I'll go there. I haven't browse around for like maybe like half an hour, 45 minutes, just looking at everything.
My GameStop's pretty big too, so I have other ones that are really small. So it's just like you go in there and in about 10 minutes you already browse through the whole fucking thing. Yeah. But there's a couple that are really big, and sometimes I like hanging out by it's been a little while since I've done this. But whenever they had like a midnight thing, like for like a launch whatever for whatever game or system, it's pretty fun because they usually do good. You know, they usually like already have like a play center thing where they have a couple consoles you can play the game on or whatever. They did it for Mortal Kombat 11. I just showed up late. They were playing Mortal Kombat 11 at my GameStop. I was like, oh shit, I should have showed up, but I didn't. I would have lost anyway, so it doesn't fucking matter. But they did something for the Switch also. I was there because I didn't pre-order my Switch, so I had to like wait 5 hours outside until they gave it to us. But they had like stuff you could do inside while you waited for the last couple hours.
See, that'd be cool if they double down on stuff like because community events fucking died, and I get that. And it's weird. It's chicken and egg thing, right? It's like, did they die because of digital? Sure. Did it also die because like the events weren't like even worth going to? That too. It's like, you know, it's like
it might have been too expensive also.
Ooh, how so?
I have some retro stores here that do like tournaments. That just to enter, it's like $20.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
But I mean, GameStop can get away with fucking throwing up some money if it means.
Yeah, but GameStop could. Yeah, they can throw out. I mean, they still have money, way more than a retro shop does. Like some fucking mom pop.
Yeah, the
bullshit.
retro shop is doing that just to keep lights on, that's why they also price more, which I get, and that's fine. But GameStop has money to throw out that they should be able to throw at you to keep you in there and make you want to hang out. Like, hey, there's like, what's it gonna cost GameStop if it's like order 20 pizzas, give everyone fucking pizza, and then there's a 25% off. If you buy Mortal Kombat right now, 25% off whatever else you want right now.
Right. Exactly. Or they could just make it a part of the rewards card where it's just like, hey, you can like, I don't know, you get oh no, 20% off your first, I don't know, birthday party or some shit. If you want to have a birthday
Anything
party
like
there,
that, yeah. But I
anything,
don't
they
know.
could probably make it part of their card.
So they're trying to reboot all that shit with it, and I get that. And 200 stores isn't that much in the grand scheme of things, but I mean, it's still a
Oh,
chunk, and
they have like,
I'm sure there's more to come. There's definitely gonna be a lot, and
yeah,
it sucks. I know my city's getting a hit too, because we have a fuck ton of GameStops.
yeah.
I don't know why. We have a lot of GameStops and Targets here. I'm gonna look and see how many I have total in my actual city.
I have a bunch of Best Buys and GameStops. I have a few.
I only have
around
2
here.
Best Buys here, which I guess is still a lot actually.
Best Buy, I have like maybe 5 in a 20-mile radius.
The nearest Best Buy to me is like a half hour, 45-minute drive.
That sucks. That sucks, fam. But
1,
trying to
2,
think, this-
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
like 4
10. 10 GameStops in my city.
I wonder how many GameStops will shut down in New York. Probably not many. I'm sure New York does pretty well. I bet it's probably going to be in like the.
And
It'll probably be like the ones. I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, we're definitely getting some shut down because it's like a lot of them are straight shots to each other. Like I can just like if there's ever like those sales with like the figures, I'm able to hit every GameStop in like 2 hours tops. And I'm talking like stop there, go in there, buy it, come back out, drive to the next one. So
Yeah.
I'm getting hit.
And that's the thing, though. We always talk about like, oh, that sucks. There comes another retail store going down. How are we gonna?
Except David.
Yeah.
Well, David's not. Well, David wants his physical though, so this is closer to us not getting physical anymore, too. If you think about it, because Amazon could just say, "Fuck it, it's all digital now. We don't need to ship anything and get the same amount of money." Why wouldn't they?
Right.
They could just say that. The only reason why I feel like they
Don't
have
turn
physical,
this into a monkey's paw situation on me, asshole.
Yeah, well, you don't get the rant, so shut up.
I
I will fucking fight you, nerd.
Wait until next week, loser. Actually, he should get 15 seconds off because he kind of stopped after his first like 50 seconds. He kind of said, "Ah, fuck it, never mind." So,
I don't like how you keep doing that.
yeah, 30 seconds next week.
So I don't
10
like
seconds.
stopping mid thought. I'd rather just let it.
Well, you're gonna stop earlier mid thought next time you do that. That's your warning.
Shut up, thought.
Nothing but
All right, you're at 45 seconds next week.
Oh shit! Thought you were
I'm gonna give you a good topic next week too.
Yeah, what we just said. What was I saying? Oh yeah,
No,
it's just like Amazon's main competition for physical games right now. It has to be, I guess maybe Best Buy also, but I'm sure it's GameStop, right? It has to be.
Yeah, but GameStop also barely fucking does sales on their shit too. It's like Walmart.
I know, that's the thing. Amazon right now you can pre-order. I think you still pre-order Final Fantasy VII for $50, right?
Yep.
I would actually shop at GameStop a lot more if they were, but I get that it's low turnover or low profit over new games. But guess what? If I will buy more new games, you'll get less profit for it, but I will buy more games. And if you're giving me what, it's like $30 tops, right, for like a brand new game they'll give you, like if you work your cards right, usually around the launch, right? It's like it right.
Something like that.
How much do they give you if you trade like DMC5 just came out? If you traded within the first like month.
Yeah, it's like 30. Usually 30 is the special price they give you.
Right. So, but like give it like this, like oh wait, first 2 weeks is 20% off, or not? Let's even go like 10%. Let's go. It's area $50 first week.
Right.
First 2 weeks. I will be a lot more inclined to trade it back to you for $30 if I only spent $50 on it.
Sure.
As opposed to like getting only 50% of my money back.
Yeah, getting half of it back, and that's not even.
And you're getting
money.
all that money back.
That's store
afterwards, right?
credit.
Yeah, you're gonna. Yeah.
So they don't even pay you anything technically.
Yeah.
They make you pay most likely cash, and then if you want to sell it back to them, you can get cash, but you'll get
A reduced rate.
You'll get a third of what you would get.
It sucks. It just sucks because
sucks.
GameStop should have been a cool spot. You know, it should have been a pretty cool spot to just figure out, get all your games in and do all that stuff. Practices sucked ass. Fucking pushing credit cards on fucking young kids when the fucking the interest rate was astronomical up the ass. Garbage. Opening new games and selling them as new. Garbage. Should just fucking charge to use and that take the hit. Whatever.
Can I just say, like, all right, I'll say it after you though. Go ahead.
What else? I had one until that.
Just the whole employment thing is.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. is pushing shit on people. Uh,
Yeah.
One of the grossest place you can go, which is interesting, is Reddit/r/GameStop. And I don't want to talk shit, but it's like there's a lot of workers on there, and I don't know. It's some weird sucking up thing that they're doing, where it's like I saw a comment on it because the Reddit post had a thread on it about that, and someone was mentioning, oh, I hate when they threw pre-orders on me, and one of the store associates had left a post on there saying, hey, it really hurts that people just keep cutting me off when I'm asking them questions like 5 seconds in. What should I do about that? And I get it, it's dumb. Everyone hates getting cut off, right? Like I get that. You're selling something to someone that does not want that, and frankly, a lot of us are tired of hearing about it. Like
That's the thing.
that's the
It's
thing.
just like we know you're gonna ask
Specifically,
it.
and yeah, specifically a lot of the bigger, like the bigger nerds among us that know this shit. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Borderlands 3 is coming. I fucking know Borderlands 3 is coming out, and like
Have a pre-order.
I already have it pre-ordered, or either that, or I know I'm gonna wait for a review or something. It's like, but they push it on us like that. It's like if they're cutting you off, we know it, and we don't want to hear it. We just want to buy our game. We just want to buy our game and get out of there. And she posted that, right, and a lot of people were like, well, I would just repeat it back at them and just say it again slower. I would just do this, and then someone else, and then like one of the lowest, the one that was negative voted was the guy go, I don't know, it feels good when that happens because like you save me a couple seconds, I save you a couple seconds, and we move on. And the associates was like, well, or the store manager, someone was like, well, you obviously don't know the art of the buy. And the guy's like, no, I get on my pre-order stuff, and I'm still above expectations. Guy's like, well, I studied this, and you know that a lot of times people say no, you can turn those into yeses. And I'm like, fuck off, dude. Like,
You're right.
you're not selling me a fucking car. You're
Selling
selling
me
me
a warranty
you're
for a
selling me-
$5 game.
Selling me a warranty, which is bullshit. We don't need those anymore. Fuck off with that. And second off, you don't bullshit me, dude. I'm literally just buying video games. Let's be homies about it. We're talking about video games. We can nerd out for a second. I can tell some of y'all are fake as fuck because we go on there. You happen to like every fucking game I know. Man, that's fucking wild, man. I don't know how you know about fucking NBA 2K19, but you still play fucking Fire Emblem last night. You happen to play everything. Like, y'all, you're excited about every game out there.
Yeah,
like,
man. The Renaissance, man.
yeah,
That's what it
it's
is.
like, and sure, there's some people that are, and they play fucking everything. Cool. But it's like, don't bullshit me, dude. Like, at GameStop, one of the cool things, and I think some of the people that do hang out there, some of the cool stuff, and then when I worked at a local shop, some of the cool things was, hey, we're talking about things. Hey, what games do you recommend? I was notorious for always recommending Jet Set Radio Future. Always recommended that. That was my number one sale. We used to have overstock of that. I knocked all that shit down. I fucking sold all those copies. And I would tell them that. They'd be, hey, what about the things? Oh, I don't like that game. That's not my style. I'm not into it. Some of my friends are into that. I don't like it. You know, we have a conversation about it. I'm not pushing shit on you. We're just having a cool fucking video game conversation and have a good transaction. You get out and we go on with our day. I feel so disingenuous when it's like we're having a good conversation and then it turns into you trying to sell me stuff. And then when I'm like, hey, bro, I'm good. You just want to be like more persistent about it. It's like, I'm not trying to be an ass, but I don't want to hear it. I don't want to pre-order stuff. I don't want to. Maybe I pretty much. If we had a giant conversation about Borderlands 3 earlier, chances are I probably fucking
I'm pre-ordering
Borderlands 3. It's not what you say. I can pre-order that game. Holy
What?
shit!
That
I can put
game's
$5
coming out?
down and get the game guaranteed when I can walk into any store in my fucking city and buy that game the same price for cheaper.
I can buy a warranty for that game?
It's just you're being disingenuous, and some people and I get that it's a lot of the higher ups, a lot of them have like,
Oh yeah.
and I'm not trying to be like tinfoily, but it's like a lot of these higher up, it's kids want to go in there, they want to work, they think it's cool working at GameStop, and I'm sure a lot of it is. I loved working at the local retro game store. I probably would have hated GameStop. I loved working there because I think what I worked was probably akin to what more of the people that worked at GameStop wanted, but.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably cool to them, right? And then the managers up there are like, hey, you have to sell this many pre-orders. I'm sure that's why, like, at the back of their head, it's daunting, right? But some of these people, it's like brainwash is a bad word, but it's like brainwash is like almost the closest word you could think of it, where it's like they feel inclined to bug you because, I'm sorry, they saw through your spiel immediately and did not want your fucking warranty or pre-orders or fucking Game Informers or Pro Cards or fucking GameStop credit card. Bro, like, they don't want it. Like, that's cool. Awesome. Like, why are you making it a big deal? Why are you being petty about it? They don't want the fucking thing? Cool. good talk. Here's your game. Have a good time. Let me say it slower now. Just, are you sure you don't want a warranty? Because, I mean, there might be some fucking, like, rabbit comes in, fucking scratches your disc, and, you know, you might not need a game, and then, like...
Your grandma might come out, and her dentures might fly out and bite the game. Just like, I'm about to fucking drop kick you, bro. It's like,
I, on one hand, can count how many shitty GameStop experiences I've had.
I had a couple of shitty ones.
I've had some for
I had one
yeah,
that
I
had one that for about 2 years I couldn't go back to. Because me and my dad really got into a screaming argument with like with one of the people. This was like 10 years ago. It was actually longer than that. It was like 2006 or something. So 13 years. But I was just wandering. I was looking at the store because it was a big store. I was in there for a long time, to be fair. And somebody got upset that I was in there for about 5 years. I grew up in there, but. No, I was in there for about 45 minutes, I'd say. But it was a big store, and I wanted to look at everything.
I do that on my own sometimes still.
And the woman got upset because, hey, if you're not going to buy something, you need to leave. I was like,
and
okay.
Your dad was like, how old were you?
I left. I know, my dad wasn't there. I was like 16 maybe? Maybe 17? 16? I don't know. I think it was 2006. I don't know. I was like, yeah, I was of age to defend myself. But I was like, okay, I'll leave. Fuck it. And I left. I never go to that GameStop. And I definitely didn't after that. But I went into the food store and I was like, yeah, she told me to leave. And my dad was like, what?
That's what I was saying. Is that, yeah, your dad heard. Yeah, told me to leave. And you're a fucking hole on it.
Yeah. he didn't even fucking he didn't I heard you asked my son to leave. He immediately came in yelling. And we couldn't go back there.
Well, what'd they say back to you?
I don't know. It was just an argument. It was just screaming back and forth.
Sir?
Sir.
That's one of my favorite one of my favorite just things in life is watching videos where someone's screaming and the other person's just going, sir? It's one of the things that makes me laugh every fucking time. That and saying someone's name wrong on purpose is just.
I love that or get the fuck back is my favorite.
Get the
fuck back.
Yeah,
that's one of my favorite.
You're the one initiating the fight too.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite ones. Is the one where it's some security guard is telling some.
Oh, the other way around, you mean, where it's some guy's getting in his face and the guy's just calmly.
Yeah, except this was a woman, and she was getting in his face, the security guard, and you could see his body, his camera on his vest thing. So that's why you could see all this.
Oh, you're talking about Mall Cop guy.
Oh, is that it, Mall Cop guy?
He had various videos of him in that shopping center where he tased him.
I only watched the one that's really famous.
Does he usually tase him?
Yeah, where he tased.
Yeah, there's many videos of that.
Shit, I should watch those.
Yeah,
but that was the most famous one. Where he just stabs her, she stiff as a board, and she wasn't fucking screaming at him anymore after that. So it's that's great. He's like, get your kids, and she goes fucking crazy.
No, and that's the frustrating thing with GameStop, because I occasionally.
And when they tase you, when you don't want the warranties.
But no, because it definitely depends on the person that's attending there. Because the GameStop that's near me, I will actively walk in and then just walk right back out, depending on who is there. Because I've learned the people that will just leave me the fuck alone, and the people that are gonna harass me. Because here, there's two people that just constantly harass. Hey, what are you looking for? Did you know this game's coming out? Did you know about this? You want to dude? I'm here to browse around for 10, 15 minutes, look at everything, leave with a handful of shit and be on my way. And always with we were kind of talking about. And there are a couple that are just genuine. They know that I'm going to go through, grab my shit, move on about my fucking merry way. And that's what I hate with that high pressure sales. And I know it's not entirely their fault. I know
games. Let me buy my fucking video games.
Unless you want to talk video games. Hey, did you play this game? I'm okay with that. But if you're going to sit here you want to pre-order this, you want to pre-order that, huh? You want this? You want that? You want this? Huh? No.
Right.
If I want it, I'll ask you, hey, can I get this?
See, and even that, I don't even like talking to them. I just want to fucking look at my shit. I talk for a living. I would just want to go in, I want to grab my shit and fucking leave.
You don't talk about
9 times out of 10 I am, and occasionally, the one other time, I'll have a conversation with them, which is fine. But, dude, I just don't get that.
I get it. If you're in a hurry, that's annoying. But I'm usually never. So I'm just yeah, man. Some guy and me were talking about Steins Gate. like
Yep.
a few weeks ago. I'm like, I haven't seen it yet. I really want to. And he just told me how amazing. He's talking about the anime, not even the freaking game. And he's like, yo, it's so good. And I'm like, yeah, I have the box set. And for like fucking 10 minutes, he was telling me how great it was. He didn't spoil it. Good.
That's
Because
cool.
I do want to watch it. Steins Gate. I know you talk about it. You played the game, right, for 4 seconds and then you got pissed.
I just no, I just hate that, and this sounds like very presumptuous of us and like kind of like uppity, but a lot of times it's just like they feel
I'm
like,
important.
huh?
I said, I'm important. Don't talk to me.
No, not even that. I'm saying is that a lot of times they feel like they're, and I get that's their job, but they feel like they're the utmost authority on video games and they know everything. Like they feel like
Because they
like,
work at GameStop. Like,
yeah,
they,
and there was that one.
you get accepted there and your wee wee gets fucking like 3 times bigger.
Your video game guru.
Yeah.
I feel like, and there's videos of people that have dealt with that where it's like what was the one that I watched where some guy got Doom early from Bethesda as a review, and he just wanted to go in there. He only got the disc, so he went in there and wanted to check out like just to see if the physical was there and all this and that. And the guy's like, "Hey, what are you looking at?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just looking at Doom." He's like, "Oh, well, it's not out yet." He's like, "Yeah, I know. I got it. I'm just checking out just this case." He's like, "Oh, but it's not out yet." It's like, "Yeah, but I mean, I got it though. They sent it to me." No, the release date isn't out yet. And they legit got into an argument where the guy was like this close ready to just get the manager to say, "Yo, can we just this guy just fucking stop?" Where the guy was like bugging him like, "No, but you don't understand. That game is not out yet, so you cannot have that game." Like,
Yeah, because he wants to act like he knows everything. He's just like, oh no, it's not actually out.
yeah, and it's just like, and again, it just depends. Like, I don't
jackass.
fucking know a lot about some other stuff. Like, David knows the most about fighting games. I know like enough about Smash. That's my thing. Gordon knows more about it. Like, what game would you say? More Bioshock and stuff like that. More story-based games like that.
Sure.
But it's like we know all of our stuff. But it's like we also know we have a good idea of everything else that's going on here. Like, a lot of times I'm the one calling them about, hey, when's Metal Wolf Chaos XD coming out? Metal Wolf Chaos? I'm like, yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I had
game.
a problem today. I pre-ordered Greedfall, and I didn't have a problem, but I said, hey, I'm here to pick up Greedfall, and he's like, Greedfall?
Yeah.
He's like,
but
yeah.
Like,
and I bought this Wizard of Oz game too today. He was just like, I didn't even know there was a Wizard of Oz game. I'm like, yeah. Well, to be fair, I didn't really either.
That's fine. I'm like, I'm not berating anyone that doesn't know.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No.
I'm just saying there are those employees that just feel like they need to be the top of everything. And it's like, you don't have to be. Let's just talk shit about video games like for a little while. Hang out. I'm gonna buy a couple games. We're good. Move on. But
or if you want to fight, let's fucking fight.
Yeah, put it on YouTube.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just be like, look, nerd, I own more fucking games that are in this store, and then fucking move on.
Do you have a Zebo?
Oh, he just pulls it out of his ass, the box. Oh, yes, I do. And then you two game. And kiss.
All right, we have another story.
That's hot. No, I mean, the Zebo's hot. You play it for 5 minutes, it's already burning up.
Just wrapping it up, it's understandable why they're closing up. It's dumb.
Yeah.
The people at the higher ups, they fucked up. They did not think forward future with it. They just did not double down on digital, which I think anyone that did not understand digital was going to be as big as it was, that's their fault.
Well, it makes sense.
They could have competed easily with everyone at the beginning. Like, y'all had the entire gaming market like there for a long time. Everyone was going to you guys for consoles. It was like more of an anomaly to get a console from, like, when I got my Xbox One from Amazon. That was more weird for people to know that I got it, like, it always coming to me in the mail. But like, that's where we're at. And you guys, they messed up and it sucks. But it's also like just the employees and everything. Y'all just really fuck with
y'all
them.
Tripping. Y'all a bunch of busters.
All right.
Pretty much where we stand.
We're gonna go with our topic and then do bullshit, and we're out.
Yep.
We out.
So our topic is, and where did I put this at? Oh, it's on here.
This is another 4-hour fucking podcast.
No,
That's really not as long.
Yeah, we're gonna do this in a quick bullshit. We're good.
This topic's quick.
Yeah. So this one is our best gaming moment. Singular. You are not going to tell me about a single other one because we'll save them for another episode. All I want to hear is your best one moment you've had in game. And go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about it for a little while. But Swear to God, not a fucking other word out of you guys.
Shut the
Oh
fuck
no,
up,
but I'm
David.
serious. Like I don't want to hear anything. I want to say this. We'll talk about collective when we have a shorter podcast, no news. I'll talk about other ones, and we'll bring these one back up too. But let's just talk just the one
Okay.
moment that you think stands out above every other one.
I got the sick 5 kill streak in fucking Overwatch the other day. Fuck, they were pissed. No, I have one, but I want to wait.
All right.
I don't want to go first.
Oh fuck!
Okay.
Come on. Hey, Adrian, you go first.
Yeah, my first one is I think it's always will be is the suicide mission.
Limbo. Oh, okay. I thought you said Limbo.
No, Limbo was very close, but I can't confine that to a singular moment in Limbo. Suicide mission though, that is I think the singular moment in video games where I realized that I love stories in video games. I love the high stakes, and it felt ballsy that Mass Effect would. And Mass Effect 2 stands a lot on its own, especially in hindsight of the series. Mass Effect 2, just the way it forced you. It's so easy. It's such an easy thing nowadays, right? That's like a standard now. But back then, it forced you into these relationships with people that you were just barely getting to know. You met them. They make you go on a mission that's all about them, which is smart. You know, it's a mission all about them, and you humanized every single one, every single person. It humanized, and then at the end, it's a climax. You know, it's like, hey, and this is called the suicide mission. We're not coming back. And then you go on to it. You're doing it's a long mission. It's got several parts. Then they tell you, hey, we need someone to go in that tube. Who should we pick? Pick the right person, otherwise they might not make it out. And like for me, my girl Tali was on there. And I was like, oh fuck, I know she can do it, but what if she can't? Should I send her in there? What if she dies in there? And I legit remember my girlfriend at the time was flying in to see me that later on in the afternoon. Now, so I was finishing up Mass Effect that morning, and I got up pretty early and was kind of just doing it, knocking it out. I remember there was every time it said, hey, we need someone to do this, I would pause and just pace around my living room. I'd just go through this person. I'd be like, all right, this person that can do this. I know these two can do this. I don't think this one can. I want to save this person, but I'm not 100% sure this other one can do it. Like I'm not sure. And it was just awesome. And then like the fact that all the cutscene at the end is like modifies to like who you saved. You know, it's like it's brutal when it's the one where you can go in there when no one lives. And that's brutal looking alone. The fucking music ramping up when you're getting there, where it's like you beat the fucking Reaper. Is it the Reaper or I forget who you fight. You fight that weird fucking baby thing at the end.
Oh yeah, it's fuck.
I forget what they call it.
Not Reaper. It's Yeah, go ahead.
Anyway, but the collector.
Collector.
The collector you're fighting, but
yeah, but it's not. That's not.
It's some weird
they call it something
baby-looking
else.
fucking thing.
Yeah, they call it something else though at the end.
Right.
It's not Harbinger. That's the guy's name, isn't it? But
I
I don't think they call it Harbinger. They call it like baby guy or.
Yeah. But anyway, like that, and then once you beat it, then it's like, all right, the place collapsing, and then they play the fucking suicide mission theme, which is so fucking good. One of the best pieces of music out there. It ramps up, it gets so fucking good, and then you're just running there, and then they do the whole thing where it's like you don't know if you're gonna make it, but of course you make it because you're badass. That was just my favorite moment. I think everything culminated to such a great peak right there. It's like, hey, you and your crew, you either made it or you fucked up, and you gotta live with it. You can't. In that mission, it's so like, hey, you are at the end. This is the last thing you're doing. It's not like you have a mission afterwards to revert or save. It's like you were go. If they die, you move on. You gotta go. Awesome.
Yeah, that's definitely up there.
Who's up next?
I'll go next. For me, it was Chrono Trigger, Chrono's death. It's one of those things that it's one of the first real examples of a main character death in gaming, and it was an interesting moment where, granted, you have the option to be able to get him back, essentially, but because of all the build-up that goes to it, you know, you have this main character, he is the definitive main character of the game, he gets killed, and you can even actually have and then kind of your rival up to this point is like, oh shit, I guess you guys need my help after all.
What game is
and
it?
He joined Chrono Trigger.
Don't spoil too much of it.
Oh, you can't see it. Right, you
Not
just
fair.
did. So there you go.
You know what's funny is literally I was thinking that today. I was like, I kind of want to play Chrono Trigger for the first time because I have DS.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
you're good. I haven't
Yeah,
played
you
it
really
all the
should
time,
play
but
it.
You're good.
So
How about this? I'm gonna turn my mic low. Wave it
Yep.
when you're good.
Okay. Yeah. So, no, the whole sequence with Chronos Death, Lavos is impending. Magus is like, I guess I'll fucking join you guys. I guess you need my help after all. And besides, without me, you won't have a chance of getting Chrono back. But I mean, you still have the option to basically finish the game without Chrono, which adds to a lot of kind of somber changes to the end credits and all the other kind of sequences that happen where it had multiple different endings to it. And it was the first time I was like, oh, shit, there's like actual death there, there's actual consequences for the main party, because I know a lot of people point to like Aerith in Final Fantasy VII as being like the main thing, especially where in her case you can't get her back, she is dead as fuck. But it's one of those things that, I don't know, for Chrono Trigger, for me, that stands out as the first moment of, oh, this is a thing that can happen. You can have not just, a party member you've been attached to, but the main character outright die in your game. And it was such a powerful moment, and it's just such a beautiful kind of sort of execution of story. But yeah, no, that's what it was for me.
And then what happened afterwards?
Everybody
died. Yeah, just fucking everyone.
That's always the classic fake spoiler.
I
Then everyone died. Damn, man.
like,
How to Train Your Dragon 3 fucking ends
do
weird.
you ever see that clip of why am I blanking on his name? Mark Ruffalo, and who did War Machine?
Oh, Don
Cheadle.
Where they that, and then Mark Ruffalo goes, yeah, just, everyone dies after talking about Infinity War for previews,
Yeah.
and then Don Cheadle's like, don't say that.
Well, you could tell Mark Ruffalo. I saw that. You could tell Mark Ruffalo was just messing around, because that's that's like a joke spoiler. You always say like everybody dies, but that guy died at the end as a joke spoiler.
I can't wait for something where that actually gets spoiled.
It was actually well, spoilers for Infinity War is actually true.
Yeah.
Not everybody, but a lot.
Enough.
It felt like everybody.
All right, what's your game, Gore?
All right. Well, mine. I had like 4 different ones. I know you don't want to hear the other ones, so I had a battle between 4. Can I just say what the other games are? I won't say what the moments are.
No,
I won't say what the moments are. I'll just say what the moments are. I'm gonna say it.
No.
Fuck.
Go, I want to go to bed. Hurry up.
Fuck. All right. So, because I'm still not too sure what mine is. All right. I'm gonna pick Red Dead Redemption.
The farming.
Yeah, the farm. the when you get shot in the beginning, he's like, I need you. It's like, nah, when you get shot and the game ends. I was like, wow. That was surprising. But no, of course, I'm talking about, I could say the Mexico part. That was great. But the ending is really the moment because that was probably the first time.
The ending, or are you talking about the
John's ending? John's ending. Spoilers.
The Jack's ending is actually pretty hyped too, but
yeah, but like John.
The iconic moment at the Barn House.
I consider everything.
We talked about this. This
is all the same. Say
we talked about this before in the podcast, but I'm down to talk about that again because it was such a good fucking moment.
Yeah, because the ending itself, because that's technically the ending. Everything else is like post.
It's like an epilogue.
Yeah, it's an epilogue. It was real because you spend like 30, 40 hours with this character, and he's easily, like, super quickly became Rockstar's best character they ever made. I love Nico Bellic, and I love all, like, Tommy
Persetti. My cousin.
Nico.
Let's go bowling.
But by the end of GTA 4, I never felt, like, immense emotion for... Yeah, definitely. And there's some of that in Red Dead Redemption, for sure. But when it comes to John, he was a character...
He was a grounded one that you felt for.
Yeah, for sure. And you get little hints of what he did in the past, and you understand that he wasn't always a great guy. He's not really a great guy in this game. He's doing it just because he doesn't want to do it because they're evil gang members. He's doing it because the government has his kid and his wife. So but you feel for him. He feels like a real person. And then at the end, he's just a distraction, so his wife and his child can get out of there before they.
But it sucks because these people are setting you up, and you don't want to admit it, but then they fucking do.
Because in the beginning of the game, you push the bar doors open in the beginning. Remember when you're going to the bar in the beginning of Red Dead Redemption, and then at the end you do the same thing, but you're pushing the barn doors open.
And I love that it's playable.
Yeah, and you could take out a few of them. I mean, you can't take out Ed. I think it's Edward Ross. I think is
Oh, you aren't able to.
Ross.
Oh, obviously, but.
He wasn't there, so
Oh,
when
that's
you
why. But
see
you're
him,
able. To,
you don't
everyone you
see
see in front of you.
He is there, but when you're playing, he's not there on the screen.
Oh, really?
I don't think he is because
I
I played.
I want to watch it again because if not, if that's true, that kind of sucks.
Yeah, well, I think he's like, he's in camo. Back. It's fine. He has plot armor.
Maybe you're not able to scroll to him fast enough or something.
Maybe that's the thing. You know, even if you select him, maybe it like picks everybody else first, or maybe it just doesn't fire the gun. Maybe it knows to
By
cut
the
the
time you
cutscene.
scroll all the way over to him, you won't be able to because have you played that, David? Do you know what we're talking about?
No.
So, if you want to explain it, because it's your moment.
All right, well
He's not gonna play it. He's not gonna play it.
Okay, doesn't care. All right, well, all right. So at the end, the entire time you're working for the government to kill the rest of your gang that you were a part of, because the government does not want outlaws anymore. They want to get rid of all the outlaws. So you do that. You do the job, and for the last like maybe a couple hours of the game, you're just trying to rebuild your farm with your family and stuff, and everything's okay. But then the government comes up and wants to close out the rest of that gang, and that means killing you and whoever else is there, just to cover it all up. So they come and they kill your friend Uncle. He's not actually your uncle. It's just his name's Uncle.
Who is awesome, by the way.
He's awesome. He's awesome in Red Dead Redemption 2 also. And he gets killed. And then your son and your wife run off on a horse.
You're with them in the barn.
John makes sure, you're in the barn with them. John makes sure they get out of there, and just because if they if he runs with the family, they get caught eventually, most likely, because it's a whole like army going after him, pretty much. So he stays behind and he faces the music, and you have that moment where you come out of the barn, you just like you would come into like a old fashioned saloon or whatever. You just push the doors open. And you just stand there for a couple seconds, and then you go into slow motion, and you pull out your gun, and you just like mark all these targets, kind of like Splinter Cell.
So do you know what Deadeye is in Red Dead?
No.
Do you play Red Dead Revolver?
Deadeye is where you slow down, and you can move the cursor onto wherever you want them, and you can put an X on them, and that's where you shoot. So when you got like if you have a good like meter up, and you have 4 people there shooting you, you slow down, you mark all their heads, and then you'll do the whole like fast.
Okay, so it's like High Noon, basically.
It's like that or Splinter Cell.
It's High Noon, yeah. But you actually. Yeah, it's High Noon, but you actually mark the people. It doesn't do it automatically.
Okay.
Yeah. So at the end, when Gore's saying is that when you slow down, it does a good sweet transition. By the way, it's like goes from cinematic right into cutscene or gameplay where it pans right behind him and then it looks right back at you. You take that moment, it's silence, nothing there, and then it goes into Deadeye, and you can mark down as many. You can't get them all, and it probably, I don't know what we're saying. Like the other one, there's one guy there that I don't think you can get, but there's like 30 people there, and you can mark down maybe like 5 to 8 of them maybe if you're good enough. You can kill like 8 people, then they'll gun you down.
Yeah, they'll gun you down, and you get like fucking riddled with bullets. And
you're not coming back. There's no.
No, you're dead. He's dead. But the cool thing about John is that like he doesn't just like fall over dead. He stands up for like a good 5 seconds after getting shot like 8 times, and he just fucking like drops his gun, and then he falls over.
So it's not like if he fell down and did one more Deadeye.
Yeah, and then he was like, and then he died.
But it's super cool. It's like a fucking way for you to go like, I'm a badass. I'm gonna fucking knock out as many motherfuckers as I can.
And then can I say what was a supplementary for this? It's the same moment really.
Yeah.
But it's for the Undead Nightmare DLC. At the end of that, have you played it, Adrian?
I have.
At the end of the Undead Nightmare DLC, after you did all this stuff, you see a skeleton come out of John's fucking grave, and then for the rest of that free roam DLC, you can just play as undead John Marston. And I was like, oh shit, is this canon? I wanted this to be canon so bad. That whole Undead Nightmare thing is fun. That's a fun DLC. Best DLC.
One of the best DLCs out there, which is gonna be one of our topics eventually.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, that's mine already. So I go. Actually, yeah. Maybe I won't. You'll probably use it, so I'll use some else. Anyway, there you go. So it's Red Dead Redemption, and then the other 2 games. So there you go. And Mass Effect 2 and Chrono Trigger. That's a good selection of games.
All right.
That's like 3 games that you have to play before you die.
Yeah.
Like bucket
David
list
won't.
No.
Oh,
You
yeah,
should
I
have
guess
played Red
I
Dead
spoiled-
1. Yeah, I think you'd like Red
I
Dead 1.
really thought he played it. That's why I didn't even worry about
He
spoilers.
didn't care about spoilers.
I don't care about spoilers anyways. I'm the kind of person that'll read the ending to something before I go through the rest of it.
You should play Red Dead 1. I think you'll like it.
Red Dead Redemption. Red Dead 1 is Revolver. See, now
I
I'm
hate
like
you.
I'm like one of those GameStop employees. Actually, Red Dead 1's Revolver.
All right, moving on. Last thing we got is bullshit. PlayStation
This whole
All-Stars
podcast
2
is
rumored.
Bullshit.
Yeah, so someone went ahead and apparently a leak was dropped in the same way that leaks always tend to get dropped these days, revealing that there is a PlayStation Battle All-Stars Battle Royale 2 and the character roster leaked with it, which features Alloy from Horizon Zero Dawn,
Makes sense.
Chun-Li, Cloud, Crash Bandicoot, Dante, Delson Rowe from Infamous, Ellie, a generic Helghast, Jack and Dexter, Jill Valentine, Kat, Kratos, Lara Croft, Nathan Drake, Parappa the Rapper, Ratchet and Clank, Ryu, Sackboy, Sir Daniel Fortescue, Solid Snake, Spider-Man, and Spyro. And it's supposedly being developed by Capcom, which is why there's quite a few Capcom characters in there.
Yo, that's
You know-
never
you
mind.
know what?
I take it back. Ain't bullshit. Yeah, that sounds dope.
Capcom versus PlayStation would actually be fucking awesome.
That's pretty much what I just heard. What it was. I mean, there's only like one Capcom character, but
There's
whatever.
three: Dante, Chun-Li,
Dante,
and Jill.
Yeah. Oh, and here, Jill.
Where'd they say this at?
On bullshit.com. You didn't see it?
Where'd the source come from?
From some guy named Joe,
Supposedly a Capcom employee.
supposedly.
And it was
My
picked up
uncle
from
works for
4chan.
Capcom.
That, you know what? That sounds realistic to me, though. Like, I mean, it might be bullshit, but it doesn't sound like ridiculous. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, yeah, man, then fucking out of nowhere, I don't know, one of the Horizon mech guys show up or whatever, and then you get to play as Hideo Kojima and
Two Square
From-
reps seems kind of weird.
who?
Two Square reps, Cloud and Lara
Oh,
Croft.
okay. Oh, Lara Croft. I didn't hear that either. Wait,
I can see it though
Lara
because
Croft, but that's more
Yeah.
like a Xbox thing.
And it feels more almost Xbox at this point, and
Yeah, I guess the original-
Square's infamously known for being very complicated to work with.
Oh,
when it comes to
it
Cloud.
might be. It might be the new. I mean, the old Lara Croft. Actually, thinking about because that's PlayStation games. So
Yeah.
could be the older one. Anyway, good.
it'd be great if it was also the complete like polygonal model.
Great. I
But,
hope it's the polygonal models for all the older characters like Crash and,
That'd be cool.
and Jill. It's just like it's a Resident Evil 1 model.
But no, it's one of those things that it's looking at this roster. It definitely looks like something that if someone were to pitch,
doable.
It's realistic. It's
Yeah.
realistic. The one that made me really excited was Sir Daniel Fortescue.
yeah,
Hell yeah.
Spider-Man
Medieval's
does not
back.
sound right.
I could see that. I mean, if it's exclusive to Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man for Medio, at least.
Yeah.
I could see that if they
Is it
just
for
want to make
media
another
or
one.
movies?
I think it's just for
I
Medio.
think
Pretty
it's for
sure
media.
I'm pretty sure it's movies.
How come they had the exclusivity for Spider-Man then?
They
For
worked with
PS4.
They worked with Marvel on that.
Shut up, bitch. Sorry, I didn't mean to call you a bitch.
Keep
Just don't
talking
like
about it. I'm
DC.
gonna look it up.
Oh.
You
Yeah,
dumb
that's-
thought.
Yeah, Adrian. I'm always smart, so he's definitely not talking about me.
But yeah, no, I don't know. Looking at this roster, it's definitely something where there's a whole lot of to kind of expect that. There's nothing like too outlandish looking at it, except maybe I guess you could argue, Spider-Man would be a bit outlandish, perhaps. Ellie could be kind of a weird one.
Oh,
I
Ellie's
guess.
weird. Yeah, actually, think about Ellie as kind of well. If it's
they would
new
have
Ellie,
something from Last of Us.
new Ellie would make sense. But like, if it's like Ellie from the 2013 game, it's like a 13-year-old running around fighting Dante. It'd be a little weird. But I guess Fat Princess was weird too, and she was in the
Fair.
last one. I mean, I guess
Fair.
that was still a newer game, but nobody gave a shit about Fat Princess. I mean, let's not fuck around.
And most
Like-
of these characters feel like they would do pretty well in this kind of fighting game atmosphere. I mean, Sackboy and Parappa the Rapper are kind of odd, but at the same
Sackboy
time,
was
I
the last
mean,
one.
yeah, Sackboy was in the last one. Parappa was in the last one.
Big Daddy was in the last one. I remember that.
Yeah.
The Adam Sandler movie, not even the Bioshock. Really weird.
They only own the movie rights.
Okay.
Whatever, Adrian. Jesus. Go, I looked up on Wikipedia. Fuck Gore, I'm right. Whatever. You should work at GameStop. Know it all. Piece of shit.
See,
Yeah, this podcast officially says if we work at
No,
GameStop, fuck you.
but I don't know. It feels they work with Disney on that too. Then so
Yes, they'd
Capcom,
have
so a
to.
Capcom developed game work with Square, Sony, and Disney. And
Well,
Activision.
Nintendo's working with like 800 developers on Smash, so
Yeah, but that's got like an accredited look on it now. That like everyone
It's gonna
wants their
happen.
fucking character in there.
you know what? It's gonna happen, and I bet that it's gonna be great.
I don't bet that, but
If it's Capcom, it might be. Yeah, imagine this happens, but they just call it like Sony versus Capcom.
Who made the original PlayStation All Stars?
I think it was an in-house developer team.
I'm pretty sure it was like it wasn't the Mod Nation Racers guys or something like that. It was
Yeah,
like
I think so.
I think it was them. I could be wrong, but it was like a weird developer. I was like, what? They're doing a fighting game? That's a little weird. Might not have been Mod Nation Racers.
No,
That was a weird. It was a weird.
It was a studio made just to make this game. Superbot
Ah.
Entertainment.
Did they make something after?
No.
I could have sworn I done. It was Mod Nation Racers. Maybe that was something else. It was a different game. Let me see what Mod Nation Racers. Remember, by the way, remember Mod
I
Nation?
would love another PlayStation All Stars. I actually like. It's almost like a what do you call it?
Game.
What do you call a guilty favorite of? What is it called?
A guilty pleasure.
Guilty pleasure.
I didn't like it
It
though.
almost is, and like I said, I platinumed it twice. That's how much I actually cared about it. But I think the gameplay of it is actually ass. I thought the it focusing on supers is way unbalanced, and it just made you not want to play a lot of the characters because they were
It just
just
doesn't
not,
make any
Yeah.
sense.
and we said it earlier in another podcast episode, but it's like straight up, and I wouldn't give a fuck. Just fucking copy Smash, dude. Just
Yeah.
if Sony were to fucking copy Smash and put out a baller game, Nintendo's gonna just double down and just get every other character in the history of video games too. So I'm like, fuck it, win-win. Sony gets their own Smash Bros, and Nintendo gets every other character of all time.
Right.
Because Nintendo will be like, fuck it, we gotta fucking fight for this now.
By the way, the guys that made Mod Nation Racers also made Sleeping Dogs. That's where my thought process was. It was like,
Gotcha.
That's why the driving in there was so fucking awesome.
that's true, and that's why you could jump out of your car and like murder some dudes, just like in Mod
Awesome.
Nation Racers. Yeah, Mod Nation Racers was fucking hardcore.
That was actually a pretty good game. I liked it.
Sleeping Dogs I loved.
I didn't
One of
play
my
Sleeping
favorite-
Dogs, but
One of my favorite lines ever is from that game. And it's not even a good line, but I just love it.
Wait, shit,
Sometimes I
motherfucker?
just say it to myself. Yeah, exactly. You know, wait, shit, motherfucker, who are you? I just say it to myself sometimes. I don't know why.
You didn't like Sleeping Dogs?
I love Sleeping Dogs.
no, I haven't played it.
It's fantastic.
I love Sleeping Dogs.
I will actually probably play it again. I always eye it. I swear.
It's Grand Theft Auto.
Every time I see the remastered version on Xbox One, I'm just like looking at it, I'm like, I can just play that again. I can just do it one more time. It's Grand Theft Auto, but like
If
not
it's Grand
as
Theft.
insane.
Yeah, no. Even though when it comes to like the car stuff, it gets pretty insane because you can just jump off and like they do some pursuit force shit. If you ever play those games on PSP, or you just jump off the car and just go onto another car. I guess like Just Cause.
I 100% of that game too. That was
I think I got pretty close. I don't know if I 100% of it, but it was a lot of fun, and I did want to.
They also had some wild ass DLC. That was
Oh yeah,
Vampire
they have
one,
like a
wasn't it?
zombie one. Oh, vampire one. That's right. Was it vampire or
I'm
zombies?
pretty sure it's Vampire.
Yeah, you're probably right. Infamous had a vampire one. I remember that.
I
Yeah.
might have been zombie. It was some wild one, but
It might-
it
you're probably
reminded me
right.
a lot of the Undead Nightmare. But
Yeah.
Sleeping Dogs. I'm so upset we never got Sleeping Dogs 2 because that's Sleeping Dogs also sold really well.
Well, the developer closed down also.
Yeah,
so.
and then they made that
Yeah,
online
they
one.
tried. Yeah, they made that online one. It failed completely, and then they made Disney Infinity.
I
3
swear,
and
if they had like made Sleeping Dogs 2, but like really doubled down on how cool it was and just pass it off, I thought word of mouth probably would have done really well for that. But
Shit. Anyway,
me,
it's not.
right?
Yeah, fuck this guy.
PlayStation All Stars Battle Royale 2, bullshit or not bullshit?
I don't think it's
I'm
gonna
gonna
be
call
called-
bullshit. I'm gonna call bullshit.
I don't think it's gonna be called that. To be honest, I think it'll just be called PlayStation's Battle Royale or fight. They probably won't even call it Battle Royale anymore. Do you think? Because now Battle Royale means something completely
Super
different.
PlayStation Fighters.
Yeah, they just call it Smash Bros.
It'll be PlayStation Royal Rumble now.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
lot of
That's
this-
owned by WWE.
A lot of this looks believable, but the thing is, Sony themselves does not have enough clout, I think, in the in terms of bringing these games together. PlayStation All Stars, y'all
No,
got
but-
they got Raiden, like they couldn't even get fucking Solid Snake for that.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they probably can get them now because Konami's just like, whatever, fuck it. We'll make a new Contra game. Who gives a shit?
Yeah,
it
sure,
looks like
but
shit.
I don't know. It just feels weird.
I mean, they'll whore out their
I
franchises.
I don't see Sony. I don't see Sony putting out another exclusive third-party
Fighting game?
Third-party
Well,
wise.
the thing is, yeah, third party because they have Street Fighter also.
Yeah, and I
technically.
don't know how
Because-
well that did in hindsight.
I think it did pretty well, but I don't think it's like. I know it definitely did well when it came out. But
It just doesn't feel like they're gonna keep doing that when they can just also, because that was kind of a Microsoft thing for a while, where they just told all the companies to make exclusive shit for them. But I mean, they bought Insomniac Games, like that kind of shows me they kind of want to keep everything in house now. So I don't see how they would get Capcom to develop a arena fighter for them, between them, Square, Konami, and who else am I missing here? And Activision. And Disney.
yeah, and DC, Batman's on it too. Imagine.
Yeah, it turns into Batman or DC versus Marvel.
Batman versus Spider-Man. Let's go. Batman win. Spider-Man would be like, "Hey, I'm jokey," and Batman would be like, "I already figured out all your weaknesses."
If it didn't have Spider-Man in there, I would probably be like more inclined, like, okay, this is possible, but
I actually Spider-Man. I didn't know. I thought they had the media exclusivity, so they could do anything media-wise that's not a comic.
no.
Like they could do video game. They could do Band-Aids if they want. I don't fuck.
It's a Sony Pictures thing.
Yeah, I don't care anymore.
Anyways,
I think it's believable.
I call
I think
bullshit.
it's bullshit. I'll say it's bullshit too because I stopped caring. So.
Because I farted.
All right.
No, I'm gonna be contrarian and say I think it's believable.
What's like the middle bullshit? It's like,
Bull.
Yeah.
ew. You smell it, but you don't know it's there yet.
All right. That's the
It's like the whiff of
podcast.
shit. I think it's a whiff
Yeah.
of shit.
So remember, at the end of this month, we're gonna have our Undertale discussion with our Games Gone By section.
Oh yeah, I need to start playing it.
Well,
It's only 6 hours. Yeah.
Well, you're gonna play it multiple
So-
times though.
I'll speed through it. No, I won't.
I'm gonna play through it once.
I'll just read this
Multiple
Wikipedia.
times.
You'll
Yeah,
want to play
and
it multiple
shit.
times, like that. That's
I
where
won't.
that's where the charm of the game comes.
No achievements, so I don't want to do it.
No
Yeah.
balls.
So turn in the last podcast of the month is gonna have the Games Gone By segment for Undertale. What else?
Fuck Gore.
Yeah,
Fuck
Gore.
you. What? What do you
Fuck
mean?
GameStop employees. Fuck Gore.
I was never a GameStop employee. I was a Macy's employee. So if you hate
You look like
Macy's-
one.